Oh, really? Just like
Yay!
that? Hello! Happy Monday night, everyone. How are we all doing tonight? You
I
guys,
love
Oh,
players,
us.
how are we all
We're
doing
good.
tonight?
I'm good.
We're so good.
Okay,
Nailing
well,
it.
you guys have to have just as much energy here on camera as you do in the office. So let's try it again. How are we doing tonight on a Monday night?
Yeah! Oh, it's freaking good. Oh, yeah.
That's exactly
It's
right.
still on
I'm-
Zoom, so it's still gonna favor one audio.
I'm doing tech stuff. I'm sorry.
We have a distance night because I'm under the weather and Bianca has been knocked out entirely. So tonight we are streaming to you from the safety of our homes, as we used to when we played this for years before we did it on camera. Does this take any of you other players back?
Yeah, I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't
mean-
invited at that time.
But
so
Emerson, did you ever play?
I
like,
did. I
you-
played a lot of D&D on stream.
And what
on Twitch.
did you use
Discord.
Roll20?
We used no, it was we just used Discord and Theater of the Mind.
I've never heard of that theater. Where is it?
It's ethereal. And also in
Um,
Dallas, Texas.
Since Michael Snow, how's your week been?
Fine. I feel like everything's such a blur. I started working on my horror script by myself, which was really fun.
The one that you've worked on in a previous form before?
No, this is because I'm scared to work on that one.
Okay.
So to inspire me to start working on a horror script that I believe in, you remember my scary story about when I worked next door to a cult when I was in high school?
I do. I actually
Yeah.
was just talking to Ryan, and we were at like a weird like it was like a mini mall with a little weird church in there, and I was like, this makes me think of a story. And for a second, I couldn't remember who it was, and then we did ultimately come down to it was you.
Yeah.
We should save it for a girls'
Oh
night.
yeah, we'll do it for girls' night. Well, we're hosting this week, this month.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
we can do
you
it
and
this
I
month.
are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
But
Bring that
yeah,
story, 'cause,
I
ooh,
thought
boy,
I
is that a
would.
story.
It's scary, and I thought it. You know what? Well, since I know it so well, I'll just start doing that one because I can just sit down and do it. And I started doing it, and you guys, I like going back to that moment when I had to like call 911 and like I was 16 and all by myself. Like it's terrifying to go back to that place. And I'm sitting there like writing like a 911 phone call that I had with this woman. Like it's fun, but it's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you makes you really want to hear the story, doesn't it, Emerson?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I guess
Girls,
you should
tune in
upgrade
at
to an alchemist to your account.
Girls and Games, and you can find out
Are you gonna? Do I have to pay to be on the
your own
Yeah.
show.
Oh, my own
Yes.
show? Got it.
Yes.
Typical LA theater.
Yeah. Did I tell my ninja story on a
Yeah,
girls?
I love this story.
Okay, so I'll match Jason's creepy mini mall cult story with a actual ninja murder story, and that's what you get at Girls and Games. Okay, that's what you get at Girls and Games. So you show up this week. You show up. How's
It's not this
everyone-
week.
It's not this week. You show up at the end of the month.
At the end of
Here
the
we
month.
go.
Like 2.5
There we
weeks.
go.
Garrett Clayton, how's your week been?
All over the place, but it's a great week.
What was your favorite part?
Cooking.
Okay, well, what did you cook?
Well, I made a roast yesterday, and then I cooked that for 8 hours.
Ooh,
And then Michelle
so
and I made a new commercial while my roast cooked.
Yeah, we cooked up some creativity.
you guys been commercialing all over the place.
Yes. Oh,
And-
and oh wait, this is Garrett's. Keep going, Garrett.
Oh yeah, this is my time. Get out of here. And then I made different desserts, and I just keep making like extravagant meals because I want to.
I love that.
When you make desserts, do you bake?
Hmm.
I mean, because most people, Garrett, only cook or bake and don't really do both.
I like both.
You heard it here both. Wait. You
Let's
heard
try
it
that again.
first.
Sorry. Yeah, we'll take it back
You
from the
heard it
beginning.
here first. He likes both positions. Mars Parker,
Me.
how are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm grand. I worked on D&D all day. How about you?
I worked on work. I drove to North Orange County, which it turns out is south of where we are by about an hour and a half.
Yes, we all
Um,
know.
As we all know. I did not know that.
We all know where Orange County is. You were basically by Disneyland.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was. And I did like 3 hours of work with a client and then drove back, and it said I wasn't going to make it back to our workroom till like 3:30. So I worked from home, and I had a horrible call where I had to tell a client that I forgot to put $3,000 on her bill and that I
Oh,
needed to change it by that much. And she was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm sorry.
That's a lot.
That's it. Sorry."
That's what
no.
Oopsie.
that is some thousands of dollars.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, she is spending more than
You make in a year? Okay.
10 times that.
Sure, sure.
Okay, well.
Oh, so it's almost like saying I forgot to charge you $30.
That's how I
One of
thought
us.
about it. I was like, to make myself feel better, I was like, that's how I'll think about it. And then I told her, and she was like, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. And I was like, oh, that's how I feel. I was like, you think
Oh
differently.
no.
Yeah, so it was horrible. I feel disgusting. And so I've made myself a gorgeous, filthy martini that I'm very proud of because I think she's
Oh,
really
good
pretty.
on you. You've earned
Nice,
that.
good
I'm
for
gonna need a
you.
drink tonight. My week has been pretty. I mean, I had like the last week and this week off, so after maybe 5 days of that, I beat Final Fantasy, and
Mm.
and
Oh.
and then I was like, wait, what do I do now? What do we do? And then I went and hung out with Bianca, and at Bianca's place, we watched I forget what did we watch? We watched no, Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
It's
Mm.
so stupid.
She had
I
never
haven't
seen
seen
it.
that.
Oh, it's so
I've never seen it.
funny.
Mars, you haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
What?
Oh,
I
it's
I haven't
so
seen it either.
great.
Oh my God, you guys, it's such a good movie.
It's
Anyway,
so dumb.
in the middle of it, I'm like, hmm. And the next day I'm full. I thought we both, me and my husband, thought we had COVID. We went and got tested and no COVID, but really strong stuff. So Bianca's probably 24 hours behind me. I was pretty much bedridden the past 48 hours. And
Oh,
today,
wow.
Fuck,
today I
yeah,
feel
I'm so
mostly
sorry.
normal. So it was quick. I'm happy for that.
Wait,
Uh,
did we talk M? Did you say how your week was?
I was fine.
start on you, Emerson?
What?
I said, didn't I start on you, Emerson?
No.
Emerson, boat right? How's your week?
It's
Oh, it was
hard.
fine.
It's hard when we're not sitting in like a line that
Yeah,
you can
you can't just
go
like
down the
Right.
row.
I honestly thought I did Emerson before Jason.
no,
Maybe we just talked and you were the last person to talk.
probably totally fine good week. Just doing a lot of stuff and hustling, doing 2 fringe shows at the moment, so I'm in rehearsals.
Oh, is it Fringe right now?
Sure is.
Man, there was once upon a time that would have dominated my whole life.
And right now it kind of slightly is. And do I have regrets? I do.
Sounds like theater.
Sounds like theater.
Has not changed.
It has not, but I signed up for my next musical improv class. So I'm
Hey.
continuing on with the UCB thing, and
Emerson's going to lead our group in some exercises for musical improv.
sure.
And Mars Parker skipped something. You went to the Ren Fair again.
I went to the Ren Fair again. Look, I'm being an ally with my video frame. I went to the Ren Fair again. I made content, and it was difficult to do actually during the Ren Fair experience. It was hard to take videos of myself in public and not be embarrassed by it.
The video looked great and it looked like it was easy for you. So you really did a good job.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. I did have Ren Fair person in full character come up to me and be like, "Art thou not embarrassed?" And I was like, "Oh boy,
Oh,
oh boy." And
Oh.
then they were like, "That thine bow is dressed so strangely in such mysterious garb."
They were trying to
And
hit on you.
and no, he was like 90 years old.
Yeah,
And
He was trying to hit
he
on
was
you, yeah.
negging you. And
okay. Well, I said I was proud of my response because I was like, in truth, I am embarrassed, but my love is greater than my pride.
that's a good
And he was like,
response.
That's
oh, good day.
You owe good day yourself, old mister.
Wow. Mars Parker, roll for shade with advantage.
I know. Will was like, how did you talk like that so easily? And I was like, you just have to think about how they would have talked and do that.
Yeah.
that's how that works. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really good.
Jill
that
does have a
works.
talent. Yesterday when we were making our new mysterious commercial, she was talking about telling someone in a booth that they're a petty king, and I loved it.
It's like
I
Petty Tyrant, but it's sort of for modern day.
Listen, you were ready to go with that in the store. You're mad because the shopkeeper called you ma'am and me miss. That was loaded. You were
Yeah.
ready to go with that.
You know
She's
what that
so good
is?
at that.
That is trauma. Yeah, I learned early on, sling them out quick, you know?
Here's the trick to life. When in a fight with someone, and if you're in high school, this is really important. So listen up.
Oh,
You get in a fight with
no.
Oh,
someone.
no.
And when you get in a fight
No,
with
you guys-
someone,
No.
and
What?
then you're like, "Ooh, I should have said this." Just store that in a little bank, and the next time
Yes,
some jerk
agree.
says something, then you pull out that thing you should have said, and you say it, and it feels awesome.
Mhm.
It
What I
feels
like to
great.
think is that you should get away from the point of I should have said, and you should get to the point where you're like, maybe I shouldn't have said, you know?
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
where
Well,
I
yeah,
live.
that's I was gonna say that's your late 20s.
Better
Yeah.
to ask forgiveness than permission.
If I've been wronged and then I make the person who wronged me weep with my barbed words, I feel great. And then afterwards, I'm like, "Ugh."
You're a Scorpio. That's Scorpio energy.
You're also a bard. That's vicious mockery.
There you go. Oh my God, worst build ever, Scorpio Bard. Imagine knowing somebody like that in real life, a Scorpio that play.
I also didn't know
Wait a
A
minute.
that
Scorpio
Greg
bard
was-
would know how to touch our souls.
I didn't. I
Wait,
didn't
that's
rea-
Greg. That's what Greg is.
That's
Yeah, I
I know.
I didn't realize that Greg was an astrology bitch, but now I
Aren't we
know.
all?
Listen, I don't believe in astrology. I just think it's accurate.
Yeah, that's
Right.
something
I don't believe in
Taurus?
astrology.
What?
It is a science. It
Yeah.
exists whether
Yeah.
or not I believe in it.
Yeah.
Emerson, what are you, Emerson?
A Taurus.
I knew it. I knew it.
Little Earth sign.
Why?
Because
Why?
my father and one of my best friends are Tauri. And you seem like them sometimes.
In a
You have
bad
grounding
way?
energy.
I
by which
said my
mean
father and one of
you're
my best
grounded.
friends.
I'm grounded. That's fair. Namaste.
You know what we should do for a Girls and Games? We should create NPCs based on class and astrology sign.
I think it's a fun. I always, when I was like preteen, the book series I wanted to write was where there was a champion of each sign that was like called by the stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little Sailor Moon mixed with even more astrology than Sailor Moon actually is, which is a lot.
Write this down. Write this down.
Y'all, you want to know something crazy? In this little tape recorder, I have the tape that was. It's my entire star chart made for me and recorded in 1988.
That's the
By-
10 years before
That's
I
the
was
Everpaul
born?
journal, and we can change his past.
Yeah, and
Record.
and it is fully by this Indian guy who like
It gives you an opportunity to connect with people of different cultures and different countries and different religious background and different cultural
Don't
That's
just
me.
throw that thing around.
Oh my
Isn't that
God. That
careful?
is
What if you erase it?
wild.
isn't that wild?
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Anyways, had to bring that up because it was right here, and I was like,
Okay, before we go to our announcements, Jason, you get ready for those.
I'm already ready.
Ooh, I bet you are. Here's my tarot. Here's my tarot story.
No, you can't say before we go to announcements, here's a story I'm
Yeah.
telling.
It's an easy story, but here it is. I was in New Orleans. I was like 11 or something, and I went out in the city. My mom gave me 20, and there was a tarot reader. Oh, it was a palm reader. It's not even a tarot story. It's a palm story. there was a palm reader, and she looks at my hand and she goes, "Oh, you know, you have, oh, here, you're going to be very, very wealthy. You're going to be very successful in business." And I was like a little 11-year-old gay boy, and I was like, "What about love?" And she was like, "No." She said, "No, don't see that.
No, that's
No
not
love
for you.
life."
That's
I
not for
was
you.
devastated. I was devastated.
Why wouldn't you be? You're
I've never
11.
been more angry at a like money exchange in my entire life.
Oh my
Holy-
God.
Holy shit, Gray.
You can't say no.
No, you little queer. Like,
Oh,
She
I had a palm
Oof.
reader once tell me she really read me 100% accurately. It was in Casadega, which is considered one of the node points in the United States, like whatever for it. And she basically read my whole personality. And then she was like, there's two sides of you that are always completely opposite. Do you find that to be true? And then she described my two sides accurately. And I was like, yes. And I've always struggled with that. And she was like, and you will your whole life. You'll never, ever get
no.
along.
amazing.
And so you just have to learn how to balance both because you'll always feel total opposites about
cursed
things.
you. She cursed you.
Oh.
You
Jason-
wronged her, and you didn't know that you wronged her, but she cursed
She
you
was-
in response.
And I will say, you guys, after spending very, very many late nights up with Michelle, I can confirm that that's true.
That I was
Jason,
cursed or that I have two very opposite sides.
You know what?
You know what? On
Call
that
him A,
note,
call him
I-
B.
Actually,
on that note, we should go to announcements.
Yes.
Wait,
Jason
wait,
Microphone, take it away.
Take
wait, you guys, we named Michelle's other side.
Oh, what is it?
It's Furiosa.
It's
Furiosa.
I don't really see why. I think I'm
Mm.
a very calm and diplomatic person.
I mean,
Hmm.
your online name is the God of War.
That's true.
Or Sailor Mars.
Also the feistiest one.
Also the feistiest one.
Also, Jason, take it away. We're
Jason,
already a
take it
half an
away.
hour into this stream.
Oh God, isn't it great just
20
to
minutes,
catch up with
20 minutes.
friends?
I know.
We never see each other. This is our only
Oh,
chance
the
to
only
talk.
time.
Great. Okay, so I just want to give a nice little shout out to our Alchemist tier Patreon subscribers: Amelia, Elder Ender, hey, it's Lauren, Jacob, Kotobuki, Rihanna, Win, Dose, Fields, and Vane Whisper. You guys, I just want to say we sent out our stuff to our artists. Our first round of images and descriptions got sent out, and we're gonna have them back soon. I'm gonna guess, right? I mean, not that
I
there's
don't
any
think
pressure on
so.
her. No, you think she's gonna take a second? Well, she's drawing, so she's gonna be good.
There's a multiple drawing. There's a whole bucket of drawings.
Yeah.
And even if you just do like, let's say 3 days of drawing, that's still kind of a long time.
You're right. You're totally right.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
I work in
that-
creation now and I understand.
Well, God, I hope we don't owe her $3,000. We are very excited about this because this is the step that means that all of your participation and all of your love for us is paying off, and it just means the world. So thank you from all of us to all of you again and again and again. I know I say it every week, and we always say it, but like really, truly, it's making a big change in our lives, and it just means the world. So thank you.
At this point, we have now scrubbed AI from 90% of our show, and all that really remains is some of our old maps, which you'll see today. I made my first map today to replace one of the old maps. So
I'm so excited
Let's
to
make
see
fun
it.
of it, you guys. Let's be supportive.
I gave
It's
saying be
just
supportive is not supportive.
What? Everyone be nice.
Okay, I made.
I gotta
first
say,
map. I made it with crayon.
I saw an early version of it, and Greg, from the early version, it looks fabulous.
Thank you, Jason.
I'm
for
very
that
excited.
I am
positive
so excited.
Reinforcement. I gave a tease to it in the Discord. Also, speaking of, if you want to hear,
I was just gonna
music-
say that.
Oh, do you want to take it away, Jay?
No, you do, Greg. No, yeah, go for it.
If you want to hear tonight, please come join us in our Discord. If you've never used Discord, it's a really easy program. You just go and search for Alchemy Hour. You'll find our channel and all of we talk a lot in there all week long. We hang out with our our fans and our friends, and we just share a lot of our stuff there. So please join us there. Tonight we'll be hosting a party for Spotify. I think you need a Spotify account to use
You
it.
needed Spotify Pro for Sheezy.
So you need a
Mhm.
paid subscription for Spotify.
And if you
So-
don't have Spotify Premium, I also included just below Greg's link, I included the link that I use when I'm writing. It is a Skyrim playlist set to the background of rain, and it is so atmospheric and fabulous. It's one of my favorites. So I threw that in for you guys if you don't have Spotify.
Oh yeah, if you don't have this paid Spotify, then just go. If you want to immerse yourself in our experience with us, then just go to any, you can YouTube generic tavern music or battle music and stuff.
Yep.
And that's basically what I'm doing for everyone. So, on that note, anything left, Jay?
Yep, one more thing, scheduling. We've talked about it a little bit, but Girls and Games will be Wednesday, not Thursday. Will be
Oh.
Wednesday, May 29th. Well, the reason we were switching this is because our newest favorite member, Emerson Boatwright, is unavailable on Thursdays, and we want to get him cycled in. So we're going to just start changing this over to Wednesdays for everybody.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Permanently. It's not just this Wednesday.
Yeah, permanent.
So we're the last Wednesday of every month. Is that right?
Yes.
We
Ugh.
will update all of our stuff to represent that.
Yeah.
we're
And,
gonna try
this month-
really hard not to go, oh, we forgot.
We will not do
Well,
that
no, we
anymore
won't-
because
yeah,
we won't do
now.
that anymore.
Mommy Mars is
Yes. We've built it into the schedule, and
on the
we-
reins.
And this month it will be Greg and me.
Yes.
So that's it. That's back to you, Mr. Neighbors.
Okay, grand. Then we're going to take it away to our kick-ass theme song built by the one and the only Bianca Giselle. I almost used the other name. Bianca Giselle. And we will see you on the other side.
Born from the stories whispered in dead of night. They burn our pages, but we're damned to survive. We flirt with dying, cause the fear tastes like wine. Heathens creep like demons in the moonlight. They hate our morals, we don't play by their rules. We live by a loaded die in this sick game. We're your favorite misfits and we're coming for the glory. Love to hate us cause it's scary that these rejects could be legendary. Come and have a taste, a tiny bite could poison your fate. You should know the brave, they don't fear the grave. We are the natural ones. The freaks are coming for ya. We've come to play. We are the natural ones. Be careful what you wish for. In the devil's game, we are the natural ones.
We're not.
And
We
of
should be back.
course- And
We
of
should be
course,
back.
Those two,
We're back.
we need our DM.
Hey, everybody.
That'd be great. Hi, everybody. Hey, hey, DM.
Don't worry about us. We
Don't worry about that. What?
we're good.
That and then
Oh my
take-
god, Greg
take your
appearing out of the
sw-
misty ether is terrifying.
Oh, cute.
okay.
Beautiful.
Take your sweet ass time, Greg.
It's shorter than I remembered. I needed a beverage so I could say
Aren't you sick?
cheers.
Oh.
If you cheers at home, we always drink something. Sometimes it's just water or Coke or what Spindrift it looks like.
I'm
Mine's
drinking
apple
my
juice.
wine because I'm away from Sedona.
And we always give a nice healthy cheers when we roll a nat 1 because it's nice to have the boost of energy. Previously on. The journey to Wishland has come to a close, but the hunt for the Everfall Journal has just begun as the journal splits into 3 separate parts. Our heroes have been trusted with 3 keys that will lead them towards their destiny. The first key, however, leads them to an abandoned farmland. The woods around are void of animal noises save for the exceptionally healthy population of birds. On the ground, strange burrows, but they don't look like they've been burrowed down. They look like they've been burrowed up. A very pleasant and easy conversation with birds harkens a warning. Get off the ground. The birds tell of a city to the north and fly away. Exhausted, the team decides to go get the fuck out of this creepy place and sleep back home to regroup and Priome. Whilst in Priome, several events occur. All of the adventurers, except Flicker, have dreams of the most pivotal moments in their lives. Some might say definitive moments in their lives. The Everfall Journal, with the power to rewrite history, tempts each of them with the ability to right the wrongs of their past. All of the adventurers succumb to this temptation and agree to use the journal in their dreams, except Inara. Morning, the group gathers to discuss this shared experience. Inara seems hurt and comments, but you guys, if these things never happened, we would never have met. Flicker, feeling like the only task given to him by the Tall One is now complete, questions his existence. He meditates and calls out to his creator, but he is met only with silence. Suddenly, Flicker finds himself somewhere else completely. In a world of darkness, his eyes slowly adjust to see the familiar silhouette of a fairy. The fairy introduces themselves as Parka and asks how Flicker managed to come here to the Shadow World. Parka lives alone in the Shadow World, but has found a secret, forbidden way to enter the world of light for brief periods of time. Parka claims that crossing the worlds is against the rules, but does not explain any more. Parka and Flicker, despite seeing only vague silhouettes when looking at one another, are drawn towards each other. The two hold hands and see each other a little more clearly for a brief moment of time. As Flicker is drawn back to the world of light, he asks Parka for a way to find them again. Parka gives Flicker a blessing, a layer of protection that he will carry around his heart. With this, Parka can find them in the future. That day, Permissa contacts Inara with new visions. The first is the group in an underground hive staring up at a large hanging structure that has a light gleaming from it. The second, the group in Dasa Klub, surrounded by dead raver dwarves, standing in front of a janitor's closet. The third, the newly formed team of friends, standing in Universalia with their key. But before, in Universalia at a theater called the Ghibli. Looks like they're about to go on their first official mission. How's everyone feeling about a first quest for our secondaries?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
I can't wait to be late.
That's what I'm talking about, Garrett Clayton.
I'm
That's the
ready.
energy I'm looking for.
I'm ready.
And I also can't wait to be doing things
Oh!
like you're compromising everything that the game is supposed to be doing.
That's not the kind of energy I'm looking for, Garrett Clayton.
Oh boy.
The gang decides to divide and conquer. They hand Oliver and friends their key. But before the group heads out to follow the other leads, troubling news unfolds. Renlock is missing. The timeline is strange. Last night he was with Talk, who told him that she loved him for the first time. He immediately after got a telefan call and abruptly left. No one saw him at headquarters, but he left a quickly scribbled note saying, handling family business, keep finding portals. Displeased with this and worried about Renlock, the group tugs on Talk and lets them use the Alliance flags. They teleport to Rendon, Renlock's hometown. A discussion with a local reveals that Renlock, or Ren as the locals call him, was outcast from the city and disowned from his family. Ren took what little money, Ren was opening a housing facility to house the poorest people in the town. He took what little money they had and a large investment from his brother's life savings. He built a hollow shell of a building with bad structure, moved all the folks in, it came down, and most of them died. Ren ran away in the night, fled with all the money, and never looked back. Even the mention of his name will piss off a lot of people here in Rendon. The armorer you asked doesn't know much more, but he points the group towards the Golden Platter, a local tavern if they want to hear gossip. The group decides instead to check out the local whorehouse. at the end of our episode, we were splitting off. But Mars, as you are now alone with the absent Aramaya, I'm going to decide that the group decided to go to a whorehouse together. And that's where we're picking up. So, you, Mars, how would you feel? How would Inara feel about this prospect?
You know, I think fine.
Really?
Yeah, it's not common to, I mean, like, I don't want to give out of character background on my character, but what you guys know about Inara, where Inara comes from, is that children are not very common. Like, it's very difficult for offspring to occur. So I would think that in a community where that's sort of, and then the lives of people are, the lives of the elves are very, very long.
Almost
think
that
there's-
like exchanged sex is normal.
Or yeah, it's just like, why, it's just another trade, essentially, you know? I think maybe Inara has seen a lot of brothels since leaving the Feywild, and they are not respected or as clean or as esteemed as they are in Tel Damar.
Has Inara ever used a brothel's services?
No.
Okay.
She's
Emerson.
a student. You have to be, I would think that you probably have to be in your marriage, your Herald approved marriage, before you can be a customer.
Okay, Emerson, I'll come back to you actually. Garrett, how does Cypress feel about brothels?
Fine about it.
Has he frequented any?
I think he's been to them, but why not?
So if when in Rome?
Yeah, that feels right for him.
Okay, it does. I mean, how often do you think he frequents a brothel?
I think in the amount of time he spent in the forest after puberty hit, whenever the urge hit, he thought, well, it's better to get it out and not have to have an emotional attachment, and then I can go back to avoiding all civilization.
So you like brothels. You hold them in high esteem, and they were useful to you.
I don't know how high esteem he holds them. I think he says, this is useful. Also, thank you for making this a good time.
Tristan, how do you feel about brothels?
I mean, he was part of a company of knights that traveled all over the place. So I think he's quite familiar.
No problem. No moral qualms about it.
Nah. No.
Have you been to
Even
it?
though
But you haven't-
they're holy knights, I think there's still some, you know.
Unholiness.
Yeah, I think there's just some hypocrisy that
They're
was
looking
from,
they're
like-
looking for more holiness.
I mean,
Some-
you know,
some
But I
things.
think definitely in like the 10 years he was with them before the bullshit happened, I think it was like, yeah, fun, drinking and brothels and like fun and blah blah. And then after like the crazy shit went down and he was like full drunk and like a sellsword and like drifting from town to town, I think if he ever would frequent it, it was just to shut out like Kental.
And plus we, no spoilers to people who haven't seen every episode, but Tristan's old friends were not nice people and they did bad things. And so I don't think being on brothel is much compared to what they went through.
Yeah.
I just pulled up our new map of Pacifica.
Greg, it looks
Oh
great.
my god, it looks gorge.
Those are all of our current existing
Look at you.
portals. I know I made it.
It's
I made it. It's not AI'd. It took
Greg,
me
It's
longer
really
than I
pretty.
thought it was. It took me like till 1.
I actually
like-
like it so much more. The detail is
Me
beautiful.
too, actually. It's
But-
good.
Yeah.
I really had to I was really spent the time learning the program. You know what I mean? It's incarnate if anyone's curious.
Oh yeah.
And I'm really happy with it, and I think we can totally continue wiping AI completely from our show.
When you
The
said it
filth
was
of
in-
AI will never touch our show again.
When you
never
said it was
again.
incarnate this afternoon, I thought you were describing like your prowess with drawing maps, and I was like,
Oh my
okay.
God.
a
Spelled
weird
with a K?
I just did it incarnately.
That also
Hilarious.
checks, though. That sounds like how I talk. Okay, the music is officially playing. If you want to tune in and join the party in the Discord group, you guys are headed towards the brothel. Let's pick it up right where we left off. And what you just told me out of character, let's throw some of that around in character.
Well, I just.
Oh, wait, Flicker.
Oh yeah.
You're last. You now obviously have no experience with a brothel.
No, never once.
What do you are you as a, let's say, what are you, like 4 days, 5 days old at this point?
Yeah. Let me also put a big ol' clarity thing here for clarity's sake.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, I experience, look like, feel, and have lived like someone who is in their like early 20s.
So because you went through maturity as a firefly,
As a firefly, I had sort of
you
experience.
you understand mating.
I do. I understand mating.
Oh my god.
Oh. And it looks like you like it.
I
And that's
do.
probably what it looks like when fireflies do it.
Well,
Oh my god, it
exactly.
totally is.
Yeah, let's see that again. Oh, now we just got a thumbs up. Here we go. Oh, those pervert fireflies.
So, but all I know is that mating as a firefly, you just sort of like it's more just their egg sacs and weird things, and suddenly I have this odd dangly appendage that is just what is this?
This is what I'm clipping this week.
What is going
Can I ask
on?
like a standard D&D question? When one goes to a brothel, I'm assuming since there's so many walks of life that exist, how, I mean, like, are there like separate sections, or
We play,
like you go to a brothel and it's kind of like a one-stop shop, or is it like no, like if you're a gnome, you got to go to the gnome brothel, or like, you know what I mean? Do they separate it?
It would depend by culture. We play a pretty pansexual universe. Almost all of our characters are pansexual, and almost all the characters we've never seen Renlock be with a guy. We've only seen Renlock be with women, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a part of Renlock that could. You know what I mean? And so I think we live in a world where I'm sure there are a spectrum of preferences, but I don't think anyone questions anything about anything. So like, I don't know that in a city like Rendon, and you'll find out you're heading to the Sunken Sparrow is where you guys are walking towards right now, and you turn the corner, and I think immediately, for example, Cypress, you grew up in the woods outside of a pretty small town. I'm sure that the brothel there was interesting. But this is very different. You guys turn the corner and you see what looks like one of the wealthiest buildings in the city. This thing looks kind of like a palace. It's very plantation style with a lot of open spaces and like decadent spiraling staircases. Everyone lined up outside, and there are people lined up outside from all walks of life. They're dressed to the nines. They are in suits and they are in dresses as if they are going to the finest of establishments, and they are on their best behavior. You can see that inside there's a lot of activity, and it seems very welcoming and very public, and there's very little shame about it.
All right, well, let's settle on up.
Right.
Is
Okay.
Priam just like a less Tristan, is Priam perhaps just like a less fortunate city?
How do you mean?
Well, this is sort of what I'm used to for a lot of buildings, especially like what do you call it here, a brothel?
Yeah, right.
Is this
The
like
only-
the nicest brothel you've ever seen?
No, actually, no. But this is by comparison a very, very nice one.
Yeah,
Well, I
so
can
are we
tell you
just
from
living in like
experience, this
What
is
was
a
that?
lot- What?
Sorry, Prince, what you saying?
This is a lot nicer of a brothel than the town I used to be next to. You know, they had about 3 dames and then had a couple holes in the wall. And if the dames were busy, you used a hole in the wall.
Oh, Cypress.
Cyprus, was this an Wallachia? Is this what you're talking about there?
No, that was after Wallachia because I was.
Oh,
You
after
remember,
the
just in case I need to remind you, little buddy. I was thrown out of my home when it was
Oh no, I remember right.
lit on fire when I was a
Wait,
little.
I got a question. So you would the dang into the hole? you'd-
Sometimes, if
Right.
if they were busy,
Belleville
Hole
was
in
the
the
name
wall.
of the name of the city. Garrett is Belleville,
I
which
wasn't
has not made it
expecting.
to our map, and I'll.
I
It's
fully wasn't expecting
absolutely was
glory
not
holes to be in
Belleville.
this game.
well, Belleville was a very small town.
what did
Just
you say, Flick?
I didn't expect glory holes to be in this game, but you know,
Joke's on you.
Adjust your expectations.
joke's on me. Adjusted.
Okay, well,
I did not expect them to be in this game.
Well, how does this work? So
what are we
do
doing
just-
here?
So
Yeah, what
we're
are we doing here?
we're here to talk to any of the workers or perhaps the proprietor of this establishment to get a better handle on the Renier family. Because we're looking for information on what happened to Renlock, but since he has done wrong by a lot of the town, I figured this is probably the best place to ask for an honest account of what happened to him.
I
I
think we
agree.
should try some different tactics. I don't think we should go in as a group of is Armaya here? Just not here. Yeah, let's cardboarder.
Aramaya at the last establishment we were at, we were talking to a local, and Aramaya tried some of his complimentary pickles, and she's away for the episode.
She's at the spa.
She got put up at the inn, and her stomach is not her friend right now.
You were heading to the tavern, and like you heard some really demonic sounds.
Yeah,
And
she's sleeping it off.
She's
made
at the
some-
temple.
She made some eyes and went right into the temple.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we should go
Yeah,
in. Maybe
she's out of the inn. She's getting a full exorcism.
Yeah. It actually is. She actually is haunted.
maybe we should not go in as a group of 4 cornering people who work and asking them for information. Maybe we should or are we just going to be very honest about what we're doing? Sometimes we're super honest and sometimes we're not very honest, and so I just like to know from the beginning because sometimes I mess them up.
I think that's a good train of thought. Let's all go in. We can all make a friend. I'm gonna go make a special friend, and then when we are having some post canoodling conversation, I'll find some. things
Oh, I admire that because you're not going to be wasting their time. You're going to be paying them for their time, and I really value that.
and I value what they have to offer.
I love that.
I want to experience it.
I
Okay, I'm gonna go find my own person.
and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ask one of the workers when I walk in if I could talk to the owner.
As soon as you walk in, Tristan. Wow. A heavy set
Maybe
furball.
I've even been to this one.
No, I don't think you've been. Have you been to Rendon? You can tell me.
Probably, but maybe just like passing through.
Yeah, it would be on your way to Priom if you were heading, down to Priom.
From Zatosh too.
Mm-hmm. So you probably
Yeah, we probably probably passed through here. We've like been put up in a hotel or whatever, but like, yeah, this doesn't need to be anything that I'm like memorized on.
You're not going to use your I know a guy.
Yeah, if you want
Oh,
to use
fuck,
it,
I should-
if you want to use I know someone, you can. But you know, you got to be sparing with those. I know guys.
Sure. You know what? Sure. Some
Okay,
of the
you
people.
walk in and a heavy-set furbolg dressed in exceptional elegant silks atop the staircases spinning down cries out, Tristan! Ah, you old slut, get in here!
Hi, good to see you again. Hello.
She walks down the long twisting staircase, and it takes her some time, but she's very happy as she comes down. She's just staring right at you with a big grin. Ah,
I want to extend a hand to help her down the last couple of
I
steps.
don't need it. I'm as young as I've ever been.
What's her name?
All right. Why?
Broomhilda.
What's my name again, darling? Bruni, they
Broomhilda.
call me Bruni.
Broomy.
Yes,
It's
Broomy.
good to
Yes.
see you again. I see you've got a lot of new workers around here.
Oh, well,
Business
you
is
haven't
doing
been
well.
here in some time, dear. Not since the knights went off and destroyed everything. How have you been doing? I don't see many of your kind anymore. They were all run out of town.
Aye, that is true. I'm actually on Broomy, I have to tell you, I'm on a mission right now with some friends to try and restore the Knights of Lagreen as best I can. But I
Oh, is that
actually
so?
I
You
need a
got
favor from
you got a
you.
lot of work to do, friend. You got a lot of work to
What's
do.
going on with Broomy's accent?
It's a hard road ahead. But Broomy, I'm afraid I've got to ask you for a favor. If you've got
What can I help you with?
So I need as much information, good or bad, as you're willing to share about the Renier family, specifically their son Renlock.
Oh, you mean Ren?
Aye.
He's a filthy, no good traitor, and I hope he's dead. What you want, my dear, is a room with Mildy. I'm
Mildy?
gonna send her right over to you, all right, man? Fix you right up. Send her. Mildy, come on.
As that's happening, can I flutter in and I land on Tristan's shoulder? I go, hi, hi, how does this work? Hi, hi, hello, hi.
Emerson, please roll a d12 for me.
Oh, a D12? Okay. A D12, let's say. Let's say a D12. What the hell? What the hell's my D? Just give me uno
Okay,
momento.
well, Emerson, what do you got?
All right, no, I got it. I got it. It's coming. It's coming. It's a CX.
Flicker,
Mechanics.
a a giant, a full giant male and a full giant female couple are making eyes at you.
I turned to Broomy. Do you still have the sizing price that you had?
she goes, oh, I don't think that's gonna fit.
I give Flicker a copper, and I say,
I take it.
I say, here's what you do. You see those two large creatures that are looking at you with a little bit more than a hello in their eye?
Yeah.
So if you want, if it sparks your fancy, fly on over to him, hand him that coin, and just start talking.
As I go, all right, thanks. But as I head over to them, you see me flutter, and then I cast enlarge, and I
Where?
everywhere.
It's easy.
Mars, you let him speak.
And for the purposes of this, I become a normal sized, like, 5
You become Julia Roberts.
I Julia Roberts.
Oh, cute.
Ah, said you Julia Roberts.
I Julia Roberts. I
It's
walk
a
over.
spell.
He really a jobberst.
Yeah, it's a spell called Rulia Jobberts. That's how you test
Julia
it.
Roberts. Yeah.
You
You
know
have to
what,
go,
Emerson?
Rulia Jobberts, and you become a normal-sized person.
I was totally convinced, Emerson, you were gonna stay small, and it was gonna be crazy.
It was gonna be crazy, and here's what it was gonna sound like. And we have a closing screen effect on X-rated scenes. Okay, Cypress, you're there. Give me your D12, please. And
Oh,
Mars, I'm gonna ask one from you too.
I'm so excited. My 12. All right, here we go. I got a 1.
Oh, okay.
Does that count?
Why
No.
not let it count? We're at a brothel. Cheers,
Oh.
everyone.
I'm out of martini.
Mars, that lasted like 3 minutes.
Slander, it lasted an hour.
Cypress, a group of 7 halflings are looking at you. They all are dressed identically, and they're all making sensual faces.
I look over and I say, when in rhyme.
They swiftly come and carry you away. Mars?
What I want to be doing is looking around the brothel house for somebody who is works there, but maybe is not actively picking up patrons.
Okay.
And also has sort of a motherly demeanor.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that D12.
I got a
So
6.
You're looking
Okay.
for the madam.
Okay, you are looking for someone who works there and has a motherly demeanor, but what you find is a beautiful room with a pool in it, and this very, very handsome Triton comes out of the pool and kind of puts his arms down and looks at you and says, "Oh, you look new."
Do you like to swim?
I'm a natural. Were you born with such a beautiful laugh?
I don't know.
Meanwhile, you have fun, dearie. Tell her that I told her to give you the house special.
What was her name again? Milfy?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, great. And I just pull out a gold coin and I look for Milfy. Right. Or maybe do I tell like one of the servants or like the serving people like
You don't know what to do. It's like being at a car repair place. No
Yeah.
one's talking to you.
I know this is Jason having been to one of these places being like, what do you do?
Yeah. No one looks at you and no one wants to talk to you. No, here everyone's very helpful and everyone's very happy to look at you in the eye. And you ask for someone to send you to Milfy, and she comes over. You see this very tall Eladrin, very classic beauty. She comes over to you and she looks you up and down. Legreen, what happened to your ears?
I am one of those rare breeds
Yes,
called
I've met a human before. Come with me.
all right. I follow her.
So, what is your fancy? You have any fantasy?
I grab her hand and I put the gold coin into it and close her hand over it. And I say, Milfy, this evening, all I need from you, if possible, is information.
I'm afraid I'm not terribly clever. At this point, Tristan, it would behoove you to remember that you were told to ask for the house special.
Oh, I would love the house special if you've got that.
The house special. Yes. Well, then I do have Follow me, please. And she takes you around a corner to what looks like a dead end. And she tilts a little torch and it spins open into this very luxurious pink and red and white room with lots of silk and a very sexy bed and lots of mirrored surfaces.
Mm.
So, first time here, you look like a seasoned fella.
Uh, first time in the special room. I've not had the pleasure of these fine trappings before.
Well, the madam must like you. What is it you want to know? And
Brumi and I go back a long time. She helped me out of a very rough spot, and I actually owe her a lot, and she's doing me a big favor right now.
well, if you want to know information, now's your time. What are you looking for?
So my friends and I are here from Priom, and we are we know that the Renier family owns this town,
Yeah.
and we're here to get information about a friend of ours who is not well liked here. And I don't know where to go, and I don't know who to turn to because
You're asking about Ren.
I am.
What do you want to know?
What happened? Why did he flee? What really happened? Because we have been told that it wasn't. We've been told the story that has been made public is not all there is to that tale. And he's now gone missing. And we have reason to believe that maybe he's back here, or at least something here will lead us to him.
The truth is, most of the girls believe that Ren is a disgusting person who abandoned the town and killed a lot of people. That's the truth. And I'm sorry you don't want to hear that, but that might be that you don't know the person that you work for.
As you know, I'm a
Because
knight.
their whole family is their whole people respect them, and the people who know more fear them. All right? And people, how do you, let me ask you this. How do you think a person like Renlock has kept this information from entering Prion? People who have information on the Renier family, they disappear. That's the truth. But if you want to know more about what happened back when the resting spot came down, then there are some survivors. You might find them over at the Golden Platter.
I would like to roll for can I just do like a persuasion roll just to kind of let her feel, I guess maybe this is a charisma roll, but I want her to feel like she can trust that I will keep her identity secret, and that the more she can tell me, the more it will not get back to her that she told
Go
that
ahead
she's
and
the
give
one
me,
who told me.
go ahead and give me the roll.
Okay.
Is it on roll 20s? Are you using the internet tonight?
Yeah, I think it's connected still. I have to find out. Oh, okay, it's a 12.
What are you using?
Roll 20.
Persuasion, I mean?
Yeah, persuasion. I mean, I'm using D&D Beyond, but it shows up on roll 20.
Yeah. There we are. Got it. What do you want me to tell you? Ren broke a lot of people's hearts. A lot of people. We all believed in him. He was everyone's favorite. The rest of, Dandy, he's fine, but he's what you'd expect from a politician. And Renier, I mean, he's not someone to trifle with.
We owe a lot to him, and I do believe that he is trying his best to start a new life for himself and to
I
make
apologize
better of
when
himself.
I apologize. When I say Renier, I'm talking about the only Renier that matters in this town, and that is Renlock Renier the Sixth.
Oh, his father.
We call that little scamp Ren, and nothing else.
Got it. Do you have any reason to think? Well, okay. You say where did you say to go? What was the place?
Listen, go to the Golden Platter and ask for Wyatt. Sorry, ask for Hyatt.
Hyatt. Okay.
Hyatt, and tell him I
And
sent you.
are you sure? I will keep your identity secret if that makes you feel safer.
No, it's good to know people in this town, okay? You tell him that I sent you. You tell her that I sent you, and you tell her that you want to know more about Ren, because I'll tell you what, she dated him for some time.
All right. Milfy, I appreciate all of this, and I know how hard information is to come by, and so this does not go unnoticed and appreciated. Thank you.
Darling, what do you think we do here? Bodies ain't big money. Bodies is how we pay the bills, but information, that's how we live the good life.
That's why I came to you only.
Smart man. Now, you want me to suck that thing?
Jesus.
Emerson.
You.
Emerson, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
That
That-
comedy.
So stupid.
that is really fucking dumb. A con, that would be a 17.
Emerson, you have a grand time with your giant couple. They are surprised, and you might be surprised at how well you all keep up with each other. Do you want to briefly summarize your experience, or shall we do it in character?
Yay.
Grant, let's save it for when you meet your friends again. Garrett Clayton,
All right.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Not a dex throw.
There's 7 of them, and they're tiny.
This is killing me. Oh,
This is
thank God.
insane.
Kids in
I
a
got
candy store
18.
right now.
You got a what?
18.
You impress these halflings. You are
I
able.
impressed myself.
You are able to somehow be like to have that moment with all of them where they all feel like the most hottest of the halflings, and all of them leave convinced that they're your favorite.
And I also just did little spurts of like cutaways like, does anyone know about a fuck? Does anyone know?
Mars, give me a charisma saving throw.
Also, Greg, check the Zoom chat.
Wait, oh, I see. I'm like, which chat is that? I have 3 screens. Okay.
6.
6.
6.
Inara, you go to talk to this gentle Triton and are immediately fall in love. So that's how you feel with a 6 anyway. And he is smiling at you and putting all the charisma and all the charm on. Let's get back into that scene. I gotta see. So you new to Rendon?
Yes, and actually it's interesting because I have been here before. I'm not sure if you are aware of the portal that lies southeast east. It's not quite, well, actually, no, I'm so sorry. It's I'm so dumb. So
No,
dumb.
you're
It's actually
you're-
southwest from here.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You can slow down. You're so beautiful and you're so smart. You don't need to be nervous around me. Anyone here would be lucky to have your attention.
Thank you.
I mean, with your friends, is this like a dare thing, or are you guys like an adventurer team looking for information?
Oh, well, no. Do you know Renlock Renier the 7th?
You mean Ren?
Is that what you call him? I don't feel that familiar with him.
Yeah, actually, I knew him quite well. He was someone I really trusted.
Was
I'm sure you've heard what happened.
the building collapsed and killed people?
Yeah.
I'm glad you weren't in it.
I knew a lot of people. I worked over at the shelter, and a lot of those people trusted him, and a lot of those people really thought he was going to represent something. And I'll tell you this, the most dangerous thing you can take away from a person who lives on the edge of poverty is hope. And that's what Ren did. Ren, he made them think that things were going to change in this town. And when he left, it took a long time for us to get back to normal. He
I
never
just-
said a word to me, and I thought I knew him.
So you never talked to him about it ever?
No, he disappeared. Next thing we heard was years later, and he pops up in Pre-Elm, and now apparently he's got some fancy business out there swindling people again. That's fine by me. Best for Rendon if he never shows up here again.
So you haven't talked to him since then at all? And you've
No.
not even seen him, and you haven't heard of anyone talking about him or to him, or and you haven't heard about him coming into town at all? And I know that you would be honest with me because you spend 90% of your time in the water, and swimmers are honest people.
Inara swimmers are the most honest people.
I know that.
So few people understand that. And
I know it.
I haven't seen Ren, and if I did, I'd spit in his face.
Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
Well,
But
two questions.
I'm,
One, what's your name?
People call me Finn.
Oh, that's a really cool name.
It's not my name
Oh,
is Charuk.
that's even cooler.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's really cool, and it sounds strong. It sounds like maybe it means like strong coral that never breaks in the tide.
You are you Eladrin?
No, I'm astral.
What's that?
It's from space. But
You're
I
a
have
space elf?
yeah, but I have a question. Do you ever feel bad that you were a really close friend and you never asked him if he was okay or if he had anything to do with the building collapsing, and you kind of just believed what everyone said about him? Or does that not ever bother you?
It bothers me. Let me ask you this. If you were held responsible for one of the most fatal atrocities in your hometown, would you go on and live a happy life and never think about it again?
Actually, I'm kind of the reason that my sister got abducted and got 10 years older than me and was kind of basically like a slave to a war god of chaos and killed a lot of innocent people and was under mind control. And we recently have been reforging our bond, and I'm trying to get over the guilt from that. So I kind of understand how hard it can be.
I guess, okay, I guess you can.
Yeah, and do you mind if I just like come swim with you maybe?
Yeah, why you want to keep your...
Yeah, I don't want to do touchies.
Okay, great.
Okay.
There's some really amazing designs at the bottom of the pool.
Can I see them?
Yeah. All right, back to Emerson. You are walking down. You are floating down.
Yeah, I'm floating now.
Are you back as a small little guy? How long can you stay as a big person?
No, I'm back as a small little guy.
Kind of a personal question.
You come back on one of the giant's shoulder, and both of them are smoking like tree trunks. They're like, small tree trunks, but tree trunks.
Sure. Yeah, I'm also smoking. And
This is
But
what
it's
I
just-
should have been playing.
it's like a little Yeah, we walk down and I'm wearing a silk robe just tied, and I'm like, "Oh, hi friends. How we all doing? Are you good? Well, I gotta tell you, I came in a boy and walked out a man."
Did you come in, a boy?
Mars, you come out. Yeah, Mars then comes out, and your buddy Charuk is wrapping a towel around you and smiling and laughing with you.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't realize that there were like Other things.
Around this time, 7 halflings carry out Cypress, and they drop him there, and all of them look at you, Cypress, and then one at a time try to slip you a note without being noticed by the other 6. Call me again. I know that was our moment. I'm the one you called Chitterling. Look me in my both eyes. And around this time, Tristan is also coming down from the stairs, looking wiser, but maybe not as relaxed as some of the others.
I look around at everybody and all of their crazy odd companions. I'm like, what the hell happened here? What did you all do?
I had sex with them.
Okay. Great. How? Tell me later.
Oh, I need a long rest.
Inora, do you have a telefan?
It's music.
Oh yeah,
He's
Yeah, I
just
do.
nodded.
I'm ASL.
Oh, okay.
That's my telecode. It stands for Astral Space Lover.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, you can call me, it's Finn with, 3 N's, which you just have to say a little longer.
Do you prefer Chinook or Finn?
Yeah, if you want to call me by my real name, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that, okay. Okay, well, okay. Okay.
It was really nice spending time with
It
you.
was really nice spending time with you.
I want to just walk up to Inara and just like gently grab her hand, like, okay, everyone, I can't believe that I'm the one doing this. Let's all gather around.
Do you want to meet? This is Tristan. He's like a brother to me, but also maybe an
Oh,
uncle.
You
Nice
guys, you guys don't look alike.
Well,
That's-
yeah, no, it's like sort of like a found family thing.
As I'm holding her hand, I'm like, yeah, my blood's acid.
Yeah, and his ears are totally round, and they're made like that.
Okay,
over,
everyone, let's go. Let's gather.
Tristan, he reaches over and touches your ear. and-
Yeah, it's
for the picture of
weird.
it, and he kind of winks at you and goes, "Yeah, that's nice. Can you give me a charisma saving throw?"
Charisma saving
He's
throw.
very charming, and he really wants to just really get deep with people.
I mean, it's a 19, but I'm also fine not succeeding that. Can I fail? Can I elect to not succeed that?
You surely can. You're now being charmed by choice and not by force.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm fine with that because I think he's pretty cute too, and I'm just like, look, I appreciate it, and I very much appreciate it, but we have a mission and we have places to be, and I'll be back.
Come back. I'll give you a discount.
And
And he looks to Inara and he goes, "I hope that doesn't bug you. I mean, I don't tell everyone my real name."
Well,
Actually,
I don't think you should be discounting yourself.
he's a friend of yours.
Yeah, but like not really. And he's kind of seeing somebody.
Oh.
Yeah. So
across the room, what was that?
hi, Tristan. Okay, bye. Bye,
Bye.
Canuck.
Bye.
Wait,
All right.
what were the
Wait,
names of the giants?
You give me their names.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
one's name was Carl,
Carl.
and the other one was just a series of grunts.
Carl and
And
oh, it's still going. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's still going.
I reach out and I put my hand like on Tristan's forearm as we're walking out, and I'm like, hey, I'm worried about Armaya too, but she'll be okay. It's just food poisoning.
I look at her and I honestly don't know what she means by that.
But all I see is him being like,
Yep.
I'm like,
This-
let's get out of here.
Yep. All right. So outside, Cypress, how are you doing? Are you good?
I'm sore.
I also grab your hand. Let's go this way, buddy. You look outside.
Why do all the names rhyme?
What song is this? Wah, 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 wah.
I love that we're in the brothel and it's like twinkly fairy music. And then
Are you guys all queued on the
Oh,
same thing? Is
Wait,
it
what are
playing
you
the
guys
same?
hearing now?
Oh, I'm hearing porn music.
I was like,
It's
I
like bossa nova.
Wait, how do I get to your music?
I was
Mine
hearing
says
70s.
Witch's Brew.
I
70s.
just changed. We're broadcasting in the
Discord.
in the Discord, remember? But you don't have a Prime account.
Wait,
or-
where though?
If you go to
You
the
go into
tavern
tavern
chat,
chat.
I posted the link.
But how is that brought? Oh, join. Oh.
Mars, on the break, I'll give you some sign-in info. Okay.
No, I paid for it.
Wow.
I have FOMO.
Oh.
Hey, by the way, you guys, if you want to support the stream and let us all get Spotify Premium, let us know. There's so many ways to donate.
All right, everybody. So what was I gonna say? Oh, all right, listen. So we've got to go to a place. I spoke with the madam and I spoke with one of her highest positioned girls, and she told me to go seek out a woman by the name of Hyatt at a tavern called the Golden Platter.
All right. Well, boy, oh boy, I just feel excited for anything.
Can you all stop walking so fast? It's a lot of walking.
It's
Is Cypress suffering a level of exhaustion?
Yes. You guys. there's seven.
Willfully exhausted.
Listen, Rinky
kept
Pinky
up.
Dinky, Linky and Kinky.
He was a champ.
They took
I
it out.
Cypress, with your permission, can I sling your one arm over my shoulder and I'll help you?
One arm.
Tristan, I used all my spell slots. If you can just heal me up a little bit.
You've got it, buddy, and I use a little bit of lay on hands.
And I am actually going to hold to that. If we don't long rest before something happens, I have no spell slots.
That's so stupid. Okay, then
No wild
Garrett, do that. I'll give you How's 10 points of lay on hands sound.
Great.
Done.
I love spending resources on story. Self-created story.
All right, so we've got to find the tavern, and I just have to tell you guys, I get the impression that whatever Renlock did here, it may actually be true. And
Sorry.
no, and the man that we've been working for just may have a really dark past.
My question is, I had a really great conversation with Finn, and he actually showed me like this amazing water feature. But he said that he was one of Renlock's closest friends, and he never spoke to him after the incident. No one did. Renlock just left. There's absolutely no. I just don't think Renlock seems to be a pretty genuine elf.
He also talks a lot.
I agree.
Yeah, like in what world is Renlock not telling everything exactly what happened? Everybody exactly what happened.
I
It doesn't
totally
make sense to me.
I totally agree. So I'm finding so much animosity and pain from the people here. I don't know the full story, but I don't know if they know the full story, but we should watch our back.
I'm just, after what happened at home, I'm just a little reluctant to believe the elf that has the most power is also the most virtuous and in the right.
You know what? I have one thing to say. Something in this town smells stinky, and it's not just my private parts.
I just swam for like 25 minutes.
I agree.
It's actually 6.5 hours. It went by like that.
He was great company.
So Great. Let's shall we be off and try
Yeah,
and
yeah, let's go.
All
try
right,
and
you
find that,
guys.
Wait, I'm Aramaya. Let's go.
No, yeah, our mind's like.
And then
Yeah.
she lifts up 4 feet into the air, and
Yeah.
her
And
hair
spins
goes
around.
straight up.
Yeah, and you just hear, "Out, demon! Out,
And
demon!"
yeah, someone lassos her and pulls her back into the church. All right, you guys, as soon as you're approaching the golden platter, you can hear the honky tonk piano and good times spilling out onto the streets long before you reach the swinging saloon style doors. Inside, people are dancing and clapping and laughing and drinking. There are several tables separated for card games, and upstairs, multiple billiard tables and dart boards. What are we doing?
Where who is we supposed to talk to?
I'm putting her in my notes right now. We are looking for a woman by the name of Hyatt.
Hyatt. All right.
She apparently is Renlock's former girlfriend, lover, paramour.
Oh,
Y'all, can I try? I've never tried to talk to someone before to try to get information. Can I try?
Absolutely, Flick. If you go for it, we'll be right behind you to help back you up if you need us.
All right. Well, I see it's like a saloon.
Yeah,
So is it, so there's like a bar?
yeah.
All right. Well, I flutter up over to the bar and I go hi to whomever is there. Is there somebody there?
Well, well, well. Don't see many of your type of coming around here. Look, nice little wings on you, fella. What can I do you for?
Well, I was wondering, do you know of anybody named Hyatt?
Oh, certainly no Hyatt. Yeah, you can find Hyatt right over there. She stays right at that table where you'll see many people come and leave looking a little poor and sadder. He points you over to this woman sitting at a card table, and you see her doing some tricks with cards all around, and she comes down and flips a card, and the entire table like audibly moans as she like grabs all these chips.
wait, everybody, ready? 3,
The entire
2.
table audibly moans.
Oh, Hyatt.
My
Sorry,
wife's gonna
fellas,
kill
but
me.
looks like this. Oh, wait, that's not her. Sorry, fellas, it looks like this round is on me.
Was on you?
I-
I mean, I won. Now get out of the table. Go.
I flutter over to her and I go, hi, are you Hyatt?
I'm sorry. Are you a fairy?
Yeah. Well, I think so. I've never actually met another one of me before, except this one time.
Yes, my name
But
is
then
Hyatt.
oh,
Hyatt Loren, if you must know. What can I do you for?
well, me and my friends were well, we're looking for information about y'all a Ranlock.
Ren.
Information don't come cheap in this town, and I don't know you, so get.
What can I do to earn your goodwill?
You can go make a friend. Get away from my table.
Well,
Flick,
Can I?
come here.
What? All right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
I
no,
fly over. Yeah. Is anything
no,
more?
it's what she's got. What drink she has in her hand? Do you know what kind of what she's drinking?
Can I make a investigation check to see if I do?
Sure.
Uh,
10.
He's drinking whiskey on the rocks.
Well, I think it's a brown. It's brown, and it's I
Right.
think.
I'm sorry. Are
I
you
think-
asking something, little fairy?
What are you drinking?
Oh, you're talking to her. Sorry. You want to buy me a drink? You can buy me another. It's whiskey on the rocks. I prefer shooter.
All right, I'll be right back. And
Flick. Okay,
and
Flick.
and
I want to
I
give you.
fly away. Fly away. I have no idea what you're talking about. I fly away, and I go to the bar. I'm like, can I have a whiskey on the rocks, shooter?
Yep, you got it, little friend. He pulls over a shooter brand and pours it in. Here you go.
Thank you. I pick it up and I bring it over to.
Give me a strength check.
Oh Jesus!
Well,
Okay, you have no problem maintaining the drink.
yeah, that would be a 14.
Yep. Okay, you flutter it over to her.
And
Thank you. Now, you do have a name to drop that might change her attitude. You were told to tell her that someone sent you.
Who? I walk over. I fly back over to church. And I was like, who sent this?
Her name was Milfy, and she told us to come and speak to her here about
Right, Milfy.
Red.
I flutter right back before I'm like, Milfy. Milfy sent us.
If Milky sent you, why didn't you just say that in the first place? Have a
Because
seat.
Okay.
She starts tossing you a few cards. You know how to play?
Are we all sitting or just Flick?
Right now,
Just
it's
Flick.
just Flick.
Well, I've never actually played cards before.
Those your friends?
Yeah.
Invite them over for a game. Let's see if you guys can beat me.
All right. Y'all, I gesture. I'm like, come here. We're gonna play a game.
All right.
You guys go to join Hyatt Loren at her card table to hopefully learn a little more about the situation you are in. But before we do, we're going to have to learn a little more about our commercials.
Yay!
Because it's time for our break. And
Guys, there's
for
new
me
ones.
to go get a refill. We have new commercials today?
There's new ones.
Oh my goodness gracious, we have new commercials.
I'm gonna sit right here, and then when all the commercials are done, then I'll take my break.
Okay, well then maybe you should go get
No.
it. Okay.
Wait,
we'll
but Lauren,
see
it's not the
y'all.
one.
Did anyone notice that who this name we're talking to sounds like? Hyatt Loren. Hey, it's Lauren.
I wondered about the Lauren. I was like, what am I missing here?
Character
It's
redeemed.
an NBC redeem from our dear friend. Hey, it's Lauren. Thank
Hi,
you,
that's
Lauren.
cool.
That's cute.
I hope Hyatt beats them all at cards. Okay, we'll see you all after the new commercials. Well, some commercials, some of which are new.
Yay!
Yay!
Did we go?
We don't know. We have no way of knowing.
Yep, we're on. We're on. It's Kathy.
I can get my.
Welcome, young hero.
I'm so sorry. I literally.
It's
almost beat my
dangerous to go alone.
That's okay, Garrett. We're on.
Legend. It
Oh,
calls
that's
to
feedback
you.
from somebody else,
Take
right?
it.
Jason,
Maybe-
oh, text two other people.
That'll be 10,000 gold pieces.
What? Where will I get that kind of money? And fast.
Trying to buy that sword of legend and you're just a few coins shy? Hi, I'm Kathy of Kathy's Side Quests. Come check out my side quests and make coins fast. You'll find side quests like
Help farm girl collect turnips.
That took hours, and we had to keep starting over. Here's 5 gold pieces for your trouble.
Or what about this lucrative side quest?
Cleanse the swamps of sacrilege.
Oh, thank you for defeating those sacrilegious swamp goblins. I'm a very pious fabric seller, and those goblins were very disrespectful.
And who could forget this classic Kathy's side quest? I couldn't.
Follow cat at nighttime.
I knew that cat was getting into my jam. What a great use of your time. Here's 12 gold pieces.
With Kathy's side quests, you two can experience the tedious joy of hard-earned gold.
Chicken! I have to get you in the pen! Before the timer runs... God damn it!
Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out, clever hero. Kathy's side quests, located in every village and township in Central Pacifica.
Imagine a D&D game with the perfect soundtrack. A game where the music carries you away. Nat 1 is proud to present Mostly Moods, the perfect moods for your Dungeons & Dragons game. Grab a drink with the Dwarf King in the halls of Hamblin. Or battle some entry-level guards to the sounds of generic fight song. Relax to the gentle atmosphere of two background townsfolk bickering.
Back! Shut the gate! Back! Right over the top! They're everywhere!
No Spotify playlist gives you the feeling of Mostly Moods, because that's real music and we can't afford it. To order Mostly Moods, subscribe to our channel and send a check or money order to Nat1D&D. We can't sell you a CD, but we can tell you where to get each track. Because all of our music is legally downloaded, YouTube. We pay for Motion Array, and I spend hours finding the right track for our game, so stop flagging our commercials and battle songs. I'm getting sick and tired of contesting every single episode with you people. Mostly Moods. Order now and get lost.
Hot day. Winter Kingdom Ice. Yeah. Now that's cold.
Imagine a D&D game with the perfect soundtrack. A game where the music carries you away. Nat 1 is proud to present Mostly Moods, the perfect moods for your Dungeons & Dragons game. Grab a drink with the Dwarf King in the halls of Hamblin. Or battle some entry-level guards to the sounds of generic fight song. Relax to the gentle atmosphere of two background townsfolk bickering.
Back! Shut the gate! Back! Right over the top! They're everywhere!
No Spotify playlist gives you the feeling of Mostly Moods, because that's real music and we can't afford it. To order Mostly Moods, subscribe to our channel and send a check or money order to Nat1D&D. We can't sell you a CD, but we can tell you where to get each track. Because all of our music is legally downloaded, YouTube. We pay for Motion Array, and I spend hours finding the right track for our game, so stop flagging our commercials and battle songs. I'm getting sick and tired of contesting every single episode with you people. Mostly Moods. Order now and get lost.
Hey there, everyone! It's your favorite witch, Windletoad, and boy, have I got a ghastly sale for you today! Why, it's a genuine demon's thimble! Tired of poking your fingers with needles? Use a demon's thimble, but you gotta act fast because I've only got one. Telefans are open!
Demon's Thimble does not prevent fingers from getting poked.
No collars yet, so if you hurry now, you might just make it!
Demon's Thimble is a cursed object responsible for countless deaths and the fall of at least one civilization, though many do speculate they had it coming.
I hate to part with it, but that's Windletoad, always searching for your next discount.
Windletoad can only be rid of the curse by giving the Demon's Thimble to a willing participant.
Ooh, the Telefans are really going crazy now, but I'm not gonna answer them because I want you to have it. Yes, that's right, you, but you've got to hurry.
Demon's Thimble is ordered in space and time. Demon's Thimble is not a thimble.
Know any demons? Ooh, they'll be so jealous.
Demons are drawn to and enraged by the Demon's
A
Thimble.
gift for a special someone.
Oh, absolutely do not have sex while wearing the Demon's Thimble.
Or maybe you're a little like me and you just have an eye for detail.
Windletoad does not have an eye for detail, as both eyes were taken by the Demon's Thimble.
So what are you waiting for? Come on down to Windletoad's House of Witchcraft.
Free lemons!
My pitch for any sitch, Windletoad the Witch.
1 out of 9 people will die after hearing this commercial.
Welcome, young hero.
Back to the.
It's dangerous to go
Yay!
alone.
Hi, everybody.
Take this.
No!
The Sword of Legend.
Oh, we're
it
back.
calls to you. Take it.
We really wanted to show you the new one.
It's doing the commercial again, you guys. It's doing the.
Oh, there's something odd happening with our.
Is there not a way? Is there not a way to just manually play the new commercial right now?
Also, the formatting of the screen is not.
Formatting is odd.
Technical difficulties. We've never had that.
Oh, there we go.
You guys, it's been have we even broadcast remotely like this ever on this stream?
Yes, it's just been a very long time.
Shut up, Garrett Clayton.
I also, I think we're talking about maybe putting a pause on the randomizer and going back to AB for every Monday.
Well, we have a slew of new commercials in the works. I bet in the next few weeks we actually probably have a few of them coming out. So maybe we'll get to an ABC. But yeah. Jay, why don't you hit Graham up and say, "Hey, Graham, is there any way we can cue just the new commercial?" Because I'm dying to hear.
I saw it this morning. I saw it when I went to go pick it up, and I was like, "Well, there."
What?
Do you think they know that we're back on camera?
No, they would have no idea.
Is it because they needed headphones to know?
Is it because
we're on, Michelle?
Hey,
we're
Michelle,
on.
we're
I know.
on.
Hi. I know. I realized.
There's conversations happening on
I didn't mute
my phone or my computer because I'm running Zoom and Roll20 and Spotify and the Discord and all that, and I was like, I just watched in that one session my full battery just go pew. Yeah. I was like, I have to turn my entire computer setup around because I can't reach my cord to my computer.
Okay, Jason, did you hear the request to? Can you check with Graham if it's possible to just play the new commercial?
Let me find out.
Because we're dying to know. If not, then this is the greatest tease ever.
Yeah, agree.
Because even
Graham says he's doing it right now.
Okay, perfect. Graham is loading up our new commercial, so the randomizer will not defeat us tonight.
Michelle and I spent our whole Sunday making this.
Wait, this is you and Michelle? I thought it was Emerson and Michelle.
No, it's Garrett and me.
Oh.
Okay, good. We need more Garrett, but we desperately need
some
Emerson
M too.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some Emerson content. So
We talked about it.
Some
We
stuff
also
will be
wanna-
coming up soon.
stuff in the
Hail,
works.
Travis.
Oh, that's exciting.
That palm tree behind you is so perfect it looks fake.
It's true.
Mhm.
It's
Michelle
real.
and I also
Fake.
said
It's
we're
a real
gonna
He
palm
lives.
tree.
we're gonna try
Emerson
to
lives
get
at the
that turned
top
up
of a
soon.
palm tree. It's like a kid's
do.
cartoon.
That's cute.
Pretty much.
Where's that commercial?
They want Graham, if you can hear us in the booth, they want Magic Fate Ball. Magic Fate Ball.
Magic Fate Ball. Oh, I think I've heard a little about it. I heard the teaser.
How much of the sidebar convo did you guys hear? The whole thing? Everything?
Hail, traveler! Sick of being unprepared for whatever fate throws your way?
Are you tired of being uncertain and out of wish, counterspell, potent, chronal shift, inspiration, advantage, bless, locate object, find the
Welcome,
map, or
young
any other means of
Players
changing
up.
your fate against
It's
the will of a
dangerous to
supreme
call him. Somebody
overlord
call him.
certain to rob you of joy and or death saves?
Maybe you're
The
simply
Sword
out of
of
spell
Legend.
slots
It
to
calls
call
to
your
you.
servant to
Take
pretend to
Somebody
be your
call him.
companion again.
Guys, this is
What is-
we are okay.
The dream of us becoming.
It's just so us. It's so on brand.
at a certain point.
You should be able to just drag the commercial into the layer and into the channel and play it.
This is killing me.
Wild.
It's so funny.
Listen, this is the gritty, real content that you guys are all here for.
Yeah, this is real
In a
life.
year when we have 5,000 viewers and everyone's like, wow, this is so polished, you guys are going to remember that you were here for when we did a player-in-player commercial
And you'll be
during
able to
a
give us
Zoom
real shit,
session.
like the real good jokes.
Yeah, the real stuff. When
Grant
we
is an-
have 5,000 viewers and they're all like, "Greg's so cool," you're gonna be the only people that know that that's not true.
Kim said Graham is an icon. Show him some love. Agree. Technical difficulties in my alchemy hour. It's more likely than you think.
Okay, shall we continue with the game and Graham can tell us when he's ready with it?
I think- yeah,
Jay's,
I
but
think
Jay's
we
on the
should.
phone with Graham, so let's just keep chattering a little. To be honest, once we agreed that Bianca wasn't going to be on tonight and we were going to do it remotely, I was like, okay, we're going to go to slower pace tonight. But honestly, I've been pretty impressed with the focus because it's hard online. I thought a lot of us would be staring at other screens, and everyone's doing pretty good, I have to say.
You know, it is really impressive for a group of people who are basically cats on cat.
Hi, all.
Hi.
Hi. So we're just having some technical difficulties because the
Really?
Zoom windows have just created multiple what do you call it? Contingencies. So we're gonna try and do it for the ending credits, and if not, then we'll do it next week.
Okay. Right.
Okay. I'm really hoping for it. I'll cross my fingers, but if we don't get to it, I still love us.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, you guys have sat down at a table with Hayat Loren. She looks like she's good at cards. She looks like she belongs here. Everyone, you can see that people give her a birth of air because she just commands respect. She has a few qualities that you find very similar to
Sick of being
Renlock.
unprepared for whatever fate throws your way?
Are you tired of being
Well, well, well. Y'all don't look like you're from around here. Now, where do you come from, please? You look like, let me guess, Priam.
Aye, that's right. We're travelers from Priom looking for some information, but
Well, you're an easy one,
Actu-
darling. You look like a knight of Lagreen, and I know where they come from.
aye.
I'm actually from Wishland.
Yeah, well, Wishland, what? I have not heard of that. Where is Wishland?
It's in a place where your wishes come true. If you
There's a place where wishes come true.
as long as they're real in your heart. You know?
Well, let's go there and kill a lot of my exes. I'm kidding. I would never kill all of my exes. Not all of them.
What is this game you'd like us to settle down with?
I like to call them Devil's Dice.
Right.
It's a
I thought
pretty
it was cards.
basic game. Does everyone have 3d6?
I can roll them on roll. Yes.
I have 3d6.
It will work better if you don't roll them, but if Jason, you're the only one rolling them publicly, then that will be fine because it's just better that other people can't see your dice.
I can maybe do whisper rolls, right? Back in the old school way we used to
You
do
can
it.
absolutely whisper it.
I have them IRLsies.
I got them IRLs too.
Time.
So for those of you playing IRLs, it's honor code. Ain't no point in cheating. We're telling a story here.
I always think it's not fun if you're cheating when you're playing.
Yeah, I feel like if you cheated D&D, and I knew someone who did, and they also stole the dice that I let them borrow.
Ew.
Yeah, and then I confronted them about it, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't realize. I just packed them all up with my stuff," and then they never gave them back to me. But it's fine.
Lies.
Yeah, I would have showed up at somebody's house if they tried to steal my.
It's not worth it.
Here's how.
Yeah.
Here's how cheating in D&D should work, and it works in this game. It works in this game. We are basically about to play poker. Everyone, it'll be helpful if you have little notes that you can take. You only need to write a little bit down, but it will help. because here are the order of rolls. So this is the winning roll is 3 of a kind. The higher the better. So 3 6s, the devil, which they call the devil's roll, is the highest roll in the game. Okay. 3 5s is the second highest. 3 4s is the next. There's four different hands. So the best hand is 3 of a kind. The next best hand is a straight. 3 4 5, 4 5 6, 2 3 4. The higher the better. If it comes down to straight versus straight, the higher the better. The next best is evens or odds. If you have all even or all odd, that's the next best hand. The highest number wins. So evens are slightly better because they have the ability to have a 6. But if you had 2 2 4, you'd still be holding evens, and that would be your hand. And the last is 2 of a kind. And that one's easy. So there's only four hands. There's 3 of a kind, there's a straight, there's evens and odds, and there's 2 of a kind. And that's the order of win. Does that make sense to everyone?
Will you say that order one more time?
3 of a kind.
Yep.
Straight.
Right.
Evens or odds.
Okay.
2 of a kind.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I love that this is like poker. Good job.
It's poker dice. And the way it works is we'll roll all 3 dice. We will do a round of betting. You have to keep one of your dice. You can re-roll, but do not have to re-roll up to 2 of them. We'll do another round of betting. You have to keep a die. You can, but do not have to roll one more. And then we'll do the last round of betting and we will reveal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It will when we do it.
It will when we do it. Here we go. Okay, so that's it's called Devil's Dice. And so you guys never played Devil's Dice before. Hey, it's really easy. If you know poker, it's basically the same, but with dice, all right? So everyone pick your dice up. We'll do the first round for free, and then we're going to put some stakes on it because I got to tell you, I don't make my money looking pretty. Here we go.
Wait, we need D6?
3d6.
Thank you.
Gregory, I have on
so
roll.
Jay, online, you can /W to whisper to me. And
No, I think there's a new thing you can do now. You can on the dice roller on the side. I can click GM roll, which I think means only you see it.
Absolutely, that's why
I'm just gonna do
that.
Okay, Greg, look at my screen. Are you ready? Look at my camera.
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
How do I? Oh, I see you. Oh, okay. That's also a great way. No one else looked, but I see your dice.
Well, we're also not supposed to see them, Michelle.
Oh,
That's
well,
okay.
it's too late.
That's okay because
I forgot about it's poker.
Well, think about that. You guys are, and I have to do it too, and I already did. So think about the rolls: 3 of a kind, straight, evens and odds, 2 of a kind. Now you have to commit at least 1 die at this point. So everyone must choose 1 die. If you want, you can choose all 3 of them.
What?
You must choose 1 die that you cannot roll again. So you have to choose 1 die. But if you want, you could say, I'm happy with all 3 and I stay. I'm done.
Oh, I might re-roll.
Oh, like blackjack.
Like like a lot of games. So you have to keep 1 of your dice. You have to keep 1 of your dice. You can keep as many of your dice as you like, but you have to keep 1 of them. So keep the one you want, and you can re-roll the others. This is round. We would essentially make a bet right now, and then we'd say, and you have to announce how many dice you're rolling.
And you have to be honest about that part.
And you have to be honest about that part. Now I'm going to roll just 1 of my dice because I'm happy with the other 2. Jason, how many do you want to re-roll?
None.
You're staying. Garrett, how many do you want to re-roll?
1. I want to re-roll 1 of them.
Garrett's re-rolling 1. Emerson, how many do you want to re-roll?
I'm staying.
Wow. Okay, Michelle, how many do you want to roll?
I'm staying too, but I showed everyone mine.
Okay, you're staying.
I didn't see yours.
Oh, good.
We would all place a bet, and round 2, take that roll, whatever roll you wish, take it. And we would do the same thing. Now you must commit another die. You can commit all remaining dice. If you have nothing left, don't worry about what I'm saying. But if you don't like your 3 dice, you can still re-roll 1. Okay? I'm going to take my final reroll. Is anyone else taking a reroll? Garrett's taking a reroll. How many dice? Just the one? All right, good luck. Here it is. Okay, and I will stick with it.
Oh, Greg's happy now.
Let's. Okay, I'll start. Good luck on my side. I got 3 1s. She reveals.
Okay.
3 of a kind. So best roll, but the worst of the best roll.
Do we? Hey, Greg, should we roll for initiative to see like the order we're in the table?
You know what? I'll just do them by what I think people responded. Garrett, you took the most rerolls. What do you have?
Oh my god! I just have to note I was re-rolling to get 3 1s.
Wait, that's what you were looking for?
I got 2 1s on my first roll, and then I kept re-rolling the green one to get another 1.
Did you get it?
No.
What did you get?
2 1s
Garrett's
and a
out.
5.
Garrett's out.
So Garrett has odds. Okay, so Garrett does not have 2 of a kind. Garrett has odds 5 high. So Garrett actually has the third best hand, not the last hand. All right, next going to someone who kept their dice, and we saw it. Mars, what do you have?
4, 5, and 6, baby.
Mars has a 4, 5, 6 straight. That is the second best hand. But doesn't beat 3 1s.
That's crazy because 1s are lame.
Emerson, you kept your hand. What do you have?
1, 3, 6. So
You kept 1, 3, 6?
that's how you play the game, right?
He's Flick. Poor Flick.
Is it a character choice? Was it a character choice?
What?
Then Jason, you kept your initial roll. What was it?
Oh, I've got that roll that everyone wants to have when you're down on those numbers. 5, 5, 5.
No! All right. She looks you in the eye, Jason. I should have known it would have been the Lagreen. You know, I think it's a real shame what happened to you all. You have some bad people amongst your numbers, and now all of you walk around like you got some scarlet letter, which is a reference we all know on this continent.
Yeah.
Did I do good?
Oh, darling, you did so good. I hope you bet everything you own.
Flicker, no, I've got to tell you, that is not exactly correct. Would you like to learn, or are you good?
Wait, why'd you lie to me?
Because if you keep playing the way
No,
you're
not
playing,
you, her.
no, I know. If you keep playing the way you keep playing,
Why
she's
aren't
going.
you letting her answer?
You think I lied to you, darling? When did I lie to you?
You just said that was good when it was bad.
Well, it was bad for you, but it was good for everyone else at the table. And if you count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 people that you just made happy. So by my count, you just done good. Congratulations. I hope you keep playing this game.
I feel like
That's
I'm learning
cold.
that there's something called nuance that I seem to not have.
You
Oh,
knew the
yeah.
name of it though.
I bet you haven't learned that yet. So, shall we play for some real money?
Can I just ask that
Sure.
a scarlet letter in this game is literally when you are angry and you write a letter on red paper?
That's what a scarlet letter is.
It gets posted on like the town message board.
It's a scarlet letter. Everyone
Yeah.
can read it.
And if you get a real scarlet letter, they're cursed to always like follow you and read themselves aloud.
They're
It's
like
a howler.
howlers.
They're howlers.
Yeah, but they don't self-combust. They just keep reading over and over for until you find a way to like decode.
Until you appease the person who sent it or destroy
I'm
it.
angry
which
at
is hard to
somebody
do.
else. Just please send a scarlet letter through www.scarletletter.com.
All right, so what do we say? You guys look like you know what you're doing. Let's say a friendly wager of 500 gold. Now, 500 gold is more than you guys make.
That's no, absolutely not. Come on now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were not here to waste my time. I played.
Oh, I'm
with
sorry.
Ruby.
I don't think you have 500 gold to be putting up against us.
You don't think I have 500 gold?
I don't.
Darling, would you
Ooh.
like to wager 5,000?
Oh,
Why don't we make it 50?
Oh!
You think you want to wager 50,000 gold on
I
this?
don't think you have 50 gold.
I I don't think you understand who you're talking to. The Renier family owns 62% of this, but I tell you this, my family has been the number one trades family in Rendon since before you were born, baby. And people around here know better than to put their dumb faces where their wallets are. If you want to wager 50,000 gold with me, you better be talking serious because
No,
that's
hi, of course I don't. Of course not. We're just here to get information about someone that you used to know very well, and we have got to move along.
500 gold, and if you beat me, I'll tell you what you want to know.
Well, I just have one question. Your trades family?
Yeah, if you want to see my family shop, they are all over Rendon.
So it's all
We
about like construction and
clothing, a lot of clothing stores.
you do like buildings, construction, things like
Well,
that.
no, the Reniers own most of the. I feel like you knew that. The Reniers own most of the real estate market, and my family's way smarter than to go up against the Reniers.
You don't actually build anything. The Reniers build it themselves.
The Reniers don't build anything. The Reniers manage people.
Oh, well, who builds it? I thought maybe because you were in trade, you built it.
I make beautiful clothing and wonderful designs, and I also have a lovely furniture store that you're welcome to go look at. But that's my family. I myself, I prefer to stay here at the tables. I make my living on the cards. I feel like that's an honest way of life.
Sorry, I'm so silly, goofy, LOL, XOXO. So who does all the building in town then? If you guys don't, if you guys just do the clothing?
What do you mean? Who does all the building? Well, the workers do, you know.
There's not like a separate family for that or a company for that or something? It's just like random people?
You think that if the workers had a significant family, they'd still be working for butt money, you know what I mean? Like, no. The poor people work for the hard work, and we sit here and do the smart work. My mama always said, you can work hard or you can work smart, and I chose to work smart. I'll tell you this, I did a good job until I made one wrong bet, and that was betting on Ren. But if you want to know more, beat me at the game, because I ain't talking for free. I ain't wasting my time with people who ain't got gold. 500 gold per person. Now, 500 gold is more than you make in a month as a team. You at this point have acquired enough money that each of you could bet 500 gold, but it would be significantly cutting into your savings. Granted, it could also significantly increase your wealth.
I think maybe two of us should play and two should sit out.
Pick your best players. Who's feeling lucky, boys?
Or maybe Flick if you want to help somebody else playing.
Hey, Flick, I have, there's two giants over here who keep eyeing you.
Flick, you look over and you see the giants are in new outfits, but they are definitely eyeing you from the corner.
Actually, pardon me. I'll be right back.
Carl is a little shyer to see you, but is very pleased to see you.
You forgot the.
That's as close as it's gonna get.
Okay, so
all right.
I went country. Me? I kind of want to roll again.
All right, I'll sit out.
You ready, Cypress?
Sure.
All right, here we go. 3 dice. Good luck, ladies. I'll keep 2 and I'll re-roll 1. What are you all doing?
I stay.
You stay. Ugh.
I'm gonna stay too.
Woof. I'll take my 3rd re-roll. All right. What do you got? 3, 4, 5.
Shut the front door, Greg. What is going on? 3, 4, 5.
Whoa! And
1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's a draw, pretty boy. Inara's out. You and me. Come on, Dragon Boy. Let's see if you got some real fire in there.
I like the way you talk.
I like it. It's a local colloquialism, if they call it. I'm just taking my second roll with one die, and I'm taking my third roll with one die.
I'm gonna reroll 2 of these.
All right.
Okay.
You want to call it, or shall I?
I'm gonna reroll my third die.
I'll stay.
I'm sure you will. What do you got?
I got a pair of sixes, boy. What do you got?
I got a pair of 4s.
Oh, I feel better. 500 gold in my pocket. All right, she pockets a good chunk of the group's wealth. Over, again, as I said, over a month's worth of wages for all of you. Shall we go for another round?
I'm down. Let's do it.
Well, we only. How much did we actually lose? 1,000?
Yeah.
You lost 1,000. Ooh, you lost 1,000. So you just lost about 3 months.
3
wages.
months.
You look over in the corner.
All right,
and
everyone,
fully
let's
making out with the
gather real
giants.
quick.
Flick, get your body out of their mouth.
All right. I'm now going to
everyone, let's gather over by the bar real quick.
I'm going to introduce a new rule. Cheating. If you want to cheat, you can re-roll a die for a successful dexterity roll. If your dex beats your opponent's perception, then you succeed. You can take the re-roll as you wish. If your roll fails their perception, they catch you cheating and trouble occurs. Now you guys can chat, because if you want to help each other cheat, that is also on the table here in Redden.
Boy.
Tristan, I think it's your turn to waste some money.
I don't think Tristan is particularly good at games of chance.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Flick, how are you on perception or deception?
I'm making out.
Okay.
I'm very I can be very deceptive. I am quite deceptive.
Do we roll deception versus their perception?
You roll deception versus their passive perception. So they don't make a roll.
I know, but passive tends to be kind of high.
Passive tends to be kind of high. You would generally, looking at passive perception, most of your players would probably have like a 14 or a 15.
Yeah,
So
and I feel like
there.
this card shark probably has like a 17.
This famous card shark.
Yeah, at least a
Like an
17.
18.
Yeah, at least a 17 to 19 min.
If you want to spend spells, I will also take them, and I'll tell you how. We'll negotiate how they work. Okay.
Okay. Okay. What do you guys think we should do? Is there any way? I have 2 questions. One is, do we actually think if we win a game, we're gonna get any info that is actually good for us to use? And 2, do we think that it's worth trying to cheat her out of this? She's got the home court advantage.
It just feels like it just got so complicated so fast. Like
I'd rather buy her a drink.
I don't think that's an option.
It feels like we're losing so much money so fast to a person who doesn't necessarily want to like work with us, which I understand, because who are we to her? And also she doesn't like Renlock. So
Okay. Can I say something?
Greg.
When I was at school, when I was at the library, often we would have games of chance, and in lieu of money, because money's not really a concept where I'm from, we would offer things that the other person wanted. And so I'm just wondering if there's anything that we think that may be more valuable to them than just gold. And if so, we should do like an all for nothing situation.
Greg, quick question.
Yes.
With the Giants, perhaps.
Yes, with Carl and Grunt.
No, right. Would they mayhaps Would they perhaps maybe know any secret, them being, you know, creatures of the night?
They're
They
giants.
these giant creatures. Maybe they know some secrets about our friend.
About Hyatt.
Hyatt.
Yeah, it
Well-
feels like we should be taking a side. Like we're not going to beat the card shark at cards.
No,
so it feels
I'm
like we
mostly
should be
just
taking a
wondering-
side out.
Yeah, I just want to know if they may
I'll
have.
be fair. She ended up with a pair of sixes. That is the highest of the lowest bet. So like we did come down to luck there. But you're right. The stakes are high with the money. She's asking for a lot. You guys could earn back what you just lost if you win against her. You could go for double or nothing.
Yeah, but that sounds like a gambler's
I know. I
problem.
don't want to do that.
You could try to strategize and create a way to cheat her.
I want to know if
yeah.
my
Or you can
just try and
giants
persuade.
Wait, let
any-
Flick talk.
Absolutely.
I want to know if my giants know anything about.
So I need a luck roll that is a flat d20.
But if they're here, it means they come here a lot.
Or they followed Flicker because they like them. Story off. Story off. Story off. Story fight. Story fight.
That would be a gentleman's 6.
Oh no! I thought you were going to say 20.
Oh, Emerson, I love how honest you are. Your giants never come here and they don't know even who she is.
Oh my god!
They come here just because they both have never experienced what they just experienced with you.
How long have we been talking?
Honestly, probably about 20 minutes.
That's amazing. Halfway through the conversation, I am gonna cast clairvoyance.
I
And
thought
I'm
you were
gonna-
going to class Inaran Tapestry.
No, because that can change, and I feel like it'd be very difficult to predict dice rolls in the future, depending on everything.
And I thought
But-
you were gonna say that our mics haven't been on.
No, I want to cast. Oh man, I kind of want to cast clairvoyance, and I can see every card essentially that
You want to see clairvoyance and know what her hand is.
I'm basically putting a mirror behind her that I'm
Yep,
gonna
you
look
sure
through.
are. So to do that, you here's now where the conversation goes.
Yeah, I guess I need to know the practical thing before I decide if I'm gonna do it.
To do that, there is a spoken and a hand and a ingredient. You know what I mean?
It's verbal, somatic, and material.
So it's verbal, somatic, and material. You need to do things. So if you did it at the table, you would have to roll a deception check or a stealth check to hide casting the spell. If you want to
Yeah.
do it, if you don't want to play and you want to do that while one of your other friends plays, that's a much easier.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's a much easier thing. You can just go out of sight and do it. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Or Tristan Cypress Flick. I can try to spook her with minor divination and tell her things about herself that only she knows in a
What's
sort of
that
an
gonna do?
intimidation tactic.
Intimidate her in a game of dice.
Well,
Well, I mean,
I
to
guess
intimidate-
I guess knowing her favorite color probably won't do that.
But it really scares the way she shakes those dice.
Give us the information, Greenie.
Can't we just persuade her at having fun?
You could all try you're welcome to try anything.
I'm gonna roll
Wait, don't. Oh God. Okay, go.
for persuasion. I'm gonna buy her a drink and try and make a friend. I've never been much of a gambler, but I'm fun on a cocktail. Not today, I'm not.
Damn it.
That was a
Tell you what. I'll tell you what. Double or nothing.
Wait. I get my one reroll. Magic reroll.
You're using your Bianca luck.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Persuasion, please. Yes, 21.
Oh, that's a good one.
What do you want to know about Ren? Sit down. Sit down. I'll tell you what. You play me another round, and I'll talk about my past.
God, don't you have enough of our money?
Sit down, play
I
another
know.
round.
I feel like Lord of the Stakes, and I'll play, but I can't. We can't afford to be losing this much on a whim. We have places to be, and we've got information to get from other people.
You don't think that any of you can beat my dice rolls? Come on.
It's not about that. It's about time economy.
Look, buddy.
Actually,
Also, we're like kind of broke a lot.
I
I just found out about money like a year ago.
I message Anara and say, we need to play again, and I need you to use clairvoyance or use some weird spell to see if she's cheating.
Okay, I can use clairvoyance. My question about the mechanics is because this is based on physical dice rolls. Does clairvoyance, i.e., the ability to have a mirror behind a poker player's hand, translate to an advantage on our roll or a disadvantage on her roll or something like that?
Neither. It translates to I will tell you her dice rolls.
Yeah.
You'll know how to bet because you'll know what she's rolling.
But there's no betting. It's just anteing and then
Right.
waiting for the dice to roll out.
In theory, there is a betting process that we've just been skipping to kind of make it significant. But in between each round, there is a betting. And just like poker, it's a raise or I fold kind of deal.
So is it like 100 gold and then all the antes add up to 5?
Sure. Let's say that she'll say, okay, I'll tell you what. You want to start simpler? We'll start lower. Let's start at 100 gold.
Okay. All right. I'm going to cast clairvoyance and we're going to do it that way, I guess.
Okay. Who's playing me?
I'm gonna play ya.
All right. What do you want to know?
In the background, I'm like,
I message Tristan and I say, "Tell me what to ask."
Just get her talking about the end of her relationship with Renlock and the events that happened.
So, I know that Renlock is a fucking asshole who locked people in a building. Why did you were you around when it happened? And how did were you close to him before that?
Roll your first round. I'm only keeping one of these sorry ass dice. Ren and
What are your die?
It's a 5, a 2, and a 1.
Okay, I'm gonna hold, and I'm gonna raise you to 200.
She looks at you and she meets you.
And I wink at her.
Ren and I dated for about a year. It honestly was pretty serious, if I'm being honest. I really thought it was gonna work. And then he left me. He said he had to focus on the resting spot. The resting spot was what what he named that place. A lot of folk around here call it the final resting spot. A good way to make a little joke about something real dark that happened. But Ren and I were together. I will say this, he was really excited. He was really excited about helping those folk. Let's roll the next round.
Right. I am going to hold my dice.
I'm going to keep one of them. I've got a 2, a 4, and a 5.
Okay.
You keeping?
Yes.
And like I said, he left me. I've never been left before. And
Did he leave you before or after the building problem?
He left me before. Look, here's what happened. Renlock is the older brother of the Renier family. His younger brother, Dandy, was always the social one. Renlock didn't want to become a politician. His father had his eyes on Renlock being the next mayor of this town. In case you don't know, Dandy just took that spot not about 2 weeks ago. So Dandy's our new mayor. Congrats to him. But Renlock was supposed to be. He was the oldest Renier's son. But when Renier the seventh, well, Ren told his father that he didn't want to be a mayor. He said, "I wanted to be a businessman. I was born to talk to people, Dad." He said, I can do something special. I can help people. His father said, "Fine, you want to do something other than politics? Prove it to me that you can be a businessman." And his dad gave him a property and said, make a profit out of this. Well, Renlock decided he was going to help all the poorest people in town. He genuinely seemed to think he was doing good. But when that place... Go
Just
ahead.
out of curiosity, did Dandy and Renlock have a good relationship?
Well, depends on which one you ask. Dandy's the son of the family. I mean the shining son of the family. Dandy is his father's pride and joy. And Renlock was always the difficult one. Then Renlock didn't want to follow in his father's footsteps. Renlock didn't want to do what his family wanted. And his family always was at odds with him. He would come to my doorstep quite often, but I tell you, that boy really wanted his father's approval. He really did.
But
He pretended that didn't matter, but he really, really wanted his father's approval. He wanted that to prove to his father that he could be a good businessman. And he convinced his brother to match the wages, because you got to understand, Dandy is a smart businessman. Dandy was investing since the age of 7. Dandy is the opposite of Renlock. Dandy plans and Dandy knows, and Renlock follows his heart, and Renlock speaks his mind, and Renlock gets in trouble. Renlock went to his brother and said, "Please help me build this place." His brother said, "I'll tell you what, Ren, I'll match your money." But he made Ren do some awful, embarrassing things. He made him walk around in a pig costume and tell people he was eating up problems in the town. It was to the point, honestly, that I thought Ren would say no and stop it, but he never did. He just said that it was worth the cost. He said it was worth the cost.
Was that typical of their relationship?
Yeah, was that typical of their relationship?
Dandy always had it out, I think, for Ren, because Ren, by the family rules, was going to get it all. And he didn't want it. The crazy thing about it was both the brothers would have been happy off if they weren't stuck in this name. Because what Ren didn't want, Dandy desired more than anything.
So, what you're telling me is Dandy and Renlock didn't always have a great brotherly relationship.
Do you know any brothers that do? Let's take that last roll. I'm going to take in my final roll. And you already know she has a 4 and a 5. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to hold. What you got?
A 3, a 4, and a 5.
Oh, well. Fuck off.
You got, boy.
1, 2, 3.
You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'll tell you what. I will forgive the debt you have created tonight if you find out what really happened that night.
So you don't think it's all put to rest, do you? Because I don't think so either. And neither does Finn. You know Finn?
You talking about the whore?
Yes, you know him.
Oh yeah, lots of people know Finn. He real charming.
I know, and he's such a good swimmer, and he does underwater art.
He's good at more than just swimming, honey. I'll tell you this, he can hold his breath for a real long time.
Yeah, because of swimming.
All right. So, anyhow, y'all seem like really capable folks. So why don't you meet me in my room upstairs? And she stands up and heads up the stairs.
Cypress, what was your read off of her?
She really likes Renlock, and he has an evil brother.
Do you think that it'll help us and lead us where we want to go?
Sure.
I knew it wasn't Renlock's fault.
It seems like his brother Dandy is quite a little bugger.
Oh.
And we should not trust the new mayor because he might come after us.
Around this time, the entire bar bursts out in applause as a man who looks a lot like Renlock bursts through the door.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He looks
Dandy.
He looks younger, a little slenderer in the face, darker hair than Renlock, and some would argue just a little handsomer than Renlock does. Everybody cheers as he enters. 3 cheers to the new mayor! He throws his face. He says, "Stop it, y'all! Stop it! I'm just coming for a beer. Stop it! And sorry, I'm just coming for an ale, which is what we have here." Stop it. And he sits down at the bar and starts drinking. You can see as she heads upstairs that Hyatt sees him enter and just rolls her eyes. The largest roll of eye you've ever seen continues on to her room.
I think we better follow her before we get swept up too much in the festivities. This might be a good time to sneak away.
Not a time to meet this person.
Do you want, or should we meet him, or should we talk to?
Definitely, some people should talk to. I think we should go up and get as much information from Hyatt Lauren as possible. But I have learned sometimes that people really don't think I can put 2 and 2 together. So I'm kind of okay asking cheap Renlock some questions. Does anyone want to stay with me?
I'll help. I'm having a mighty good time making out with these giants.
Mm-hmm. You do seem like you're enjoying that.
Well, and since Cypress and I were communicating during the last exchange with Hyatt, let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cypress and Tristan are heading upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to bring a whiskey rocks with me.
Shooter.
A shooter.
That's the brand, yeah.
Okay,
you
no. You know what? I want to do whatever one top shelf higher than that.
Ooh.
McBlantons.
McBlends. Oh yeah, really overpriced.
Yeah.
Okay, you knock on the door and she opens it up without looking to check who you are. She just opens it and turns her back and starts walking through the door, expecting you to enter.
Hello. Thank you for. I thank you for talking to us.
You all work for Renlock, don't you?
I pull out a telefan.
Yeah.
We do, and we're worried. We think something's happened to him, something bad.
And I'll be honest. When I first met him, I didn't like him, but he's proven to be an honest person with good intentions. So we came here and heard this story about him, and it sounds like something doesn't fit, and this is not his character.
If Ren had ever come back, I'd have been the first to believe him. And I hate to say it, but the truth is I still would be.
Well, do you think, I mean, it sounds like circumstances being what they were, that it was impossible for him to show his face again. I mean, the tragedy was so great that he couldn't bear it. Well, did you ever go to Priom and try and find him?
He didn't go to Priom after he left Renlock.
Oh.
He went to Colvi, and he was there for a few years, and people said he was a drunk, and people said he was a sad waste of a man. He went there for several years, and he wasted his life, and then he tried to forget. And I knew that's where he was, and I never went and saw him. And then I hear that about a year ago, he shows up in Priom, and he's got a whole new list of dreams and a whole new plan. And I hear things are going great for him over there.
He's trying, and I do believe he's earnestly doing his best.
It's hard for me to think about what happened because a lot of people here, we all know people that were out by that, and we all think about it. The site has been sanctioned off. We're all reminded every day when we pass by it of what happened.
Can I pull up I want to pull up a chair for Cypress and I. Because we're like in her room, right?
Yeah.
And I'll hand her the drink. And can I do just a kind of similarly to what I did at the brothel? Can I just do like a charisma roll or persuasion roll to just make her feel at ease that we are like true friends even though we're strangers?
Absolutely. You can also do a charisma.
You're trying to like vibe her. You're
no,
like,
I think
we're vibe checking.
persuasion is charisma. So
Yeah. What do you think? Which one? Because I'll do either.
Whichever's better.
Okay. And yeah, for sure. 15.
She looks at you and you can tell she's doing some math in her head. And she comes close. Listen. Go to center circle. All right? And I'll talk to someone there. A homeless
is that?
Man. Center circle, that's it's the center of town. It's right by the Renier's property. So you go to the center of town, you'll see a big roundabout, lots of business there, lots of taverns, lots of people. Most busiest part of town. You'll have no problem finding it.
Right.
Go to center circle, and there's a homeless man there. He's named, we call him Old Gralden. He's an old elf. He's a little out of it, often talking to himself. He survived what happened that night. He's one of the few who did. If you want to ask about the details, you can talk to him. I'm going to tell you something else. You want to look into any strange mishaps in this city, then look into the Carvers. All right.
Is that a family?
It's a gang.
All right.
They like to cut people up. All right. That's where they get their name. The Carvers are the crime family in Rendon, and they're quite good at what they do. So please be careful when you're researching anything, because just asking the wrong person is going to bring a hell of trouble at your doorstep. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, we've endured it already. The moment we walked in this town. So thank you so much.
I'll tell you this: if Ren really is in this town, then the Carvers know about that.
But,
and if Ren is in this town, I want to know about it too. And if he is here, I will not only forgive the 1,500 gold that I just took from you, I will repay you an equal amount. All right?
Question. Could I use some of that gold that we lost to pay the gang that potentially has information?
You want me to pay you money that I just won from you to pay it to the people that I think may have hurt Ren?
I'm gonna. Well, if listen, we're not like we are a clumsy group, but
yeah, well, You're not that great at cards, I'll tell you that.
Well, we don't gamble, but what we do is we always solve a mystery. So if you can give a portion of the money I lost to you, I can guarantee you we're gonna figure it out for you.
Also, if it helps, think of it like this. Renlock saw fit to hire us in Priom, and we're asking you to hire us here.
With an insight check of 23, she looks you in the eye, and for an uncomfortable amount of time, Tristan, and you really feel like she's waiting. She's going to stare you in the eye until she gets a strong connection from you.
All right.
And do you offer that?
Yes, but can my skull flash when I do it?
Absolutely. She sees the real face.
Meaning like I think that I we haven't talked about this out of game. I'm sorry if I'm springing this. I feel like the skull thing is like that thing where you're like, I am like sick and I don't want to tell anybody.
Yeah. I mean, I think the skull thing, I think, is so appropriate for what is happening right now.
Yeah.
So she looks you in the eye, and at first it's like, I'll look you back. And then she continues to look you in the eye, and it's like, why are we doing this? And then she continues to look you in the eye, and you break down and look her back for real.
Yeah.
And at that point, she sees the skull.
Yeah.
And she nods.
And can I, with my eyes, just kind of plead for her to not tell Cypress?
You can't with your eyes. Sorry.
You see a moment of reaction from her. And then you see a moment of acceptance. She does the same thing to you, Cypress. She looks you in the eye. Yeah.
He's trying to hide it, and there's only 3 of us in a room. Is this a perception check moment?
Absolutely.
Okay. Perception, I have +4. Hold on. Okay. 14.
Jason, why don't you roll a stealth? Why don't you roll a stealth check for me?
Oh, I have a -1 to stealth.
We'll leave it to
Chain
the
mail. Chain mail.
Oh, hilarious. It says disadvantage with armor worn, chainmail. Oh, that's why. I see.
I said chainmail.
I thought you were just saying things.
No,
No,
heavy
you have
armor.
chainmail on.
Heavy armor reduces your stealth.
I see.
You literally go like clunk, clunk, clunk,
Yeah.
clunk, clunk, clunk,
Yeah.
clunk, clunk, clunk.
Need we go back to the attack in Fairy Bookland?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, well, that's an 18.
All right. You do not see it, Cypress.
That makes sense because it's one of those corner of the eye things.
Yeah.
You know, like a Twilight thing.
Oh no, it wouldn't be me clocking the skull. It would be clocking the reaction of the person across from me.
Exactly. It would be totally. I totally get you, Garrett. I would follow you if you rolled well.
Yeah.
Or if if Jason rolled bad. You don't catch it. How do you respond to her doing the same thing to you, just staring deeply into your eyes?
I feel like at this point in Cypress's life, it's very I am what I am, and I tell you, and I got nothing to hide.
That's basically how you play your character, so I will take that right at face value. She looks at you, and without having to go through the struggle she went through with Tristan, she instantly sees you.
I grab her forearm, and we do one of these, and I'm like...
Even before you move to do that, she moves to... and she looks at you, and she says, "You're an honest soul." That's
Does
very
Cypress
rare.
just... Oh, sorry.
You wear your heart on your soul. You wear your heart on your soul, and that's very rare. I appreciate that about you.
This man to my right is one of the truest companions I have ever known in my life.
And I want to say to you, sir, that I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Somehow, I think you know, Tristan, that she's talking about Kental.
Oh, I
Not,
was thinking my
not.
soul. Oh,
I think she's talking. Okay, how about this? That also works.
yeah, I
She's
thought the
not
sorry for
talking
your loss
about.
was
She's not
not
talking
like
about the Knights of the
yeah,
Grip.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
I
thought it
thought
was
the sorry
about
for your loss
Kental.
was
She
like
clocked it.
yeah, yeah.
I'll take it. It feels deeply connected to your story.
Yeah.
And then when we're walking away, I say, "How did she know your best friend died?"
I assume there is more perception in that brilliant gambler than we may ever know.
Where do you guys want to head as you reunite? Emerson, let's
Well, no,
go.
I want to hear what they're doing with
Queen,
they're with the mayor.
Oh, of course. You guys want to
Yeah,
talk to the
I have
mayor.
a whole plan.
Oh yeah, that's a whole plan. Emerson and Inara. Inara and Flicker. What are you up to?
Okay. I want to tell Flicker my plan.
Well, you come over to me, and I am basically a noodle between, like, I'm the spaghetti in Lady and the Tramp between these two.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
And I'm just like, ah.
Hey, Flicker. I guess I don't really want to interrupt you. I'm gonna go talk to Ducky. What is his name?
Oh,
his name is Dandy.
Dandy. I'm gonna go talk to Dandy, and I just I don't know, maybe just like watch
No, I'm gonna come help.
Okay.
And I look over at my two giant friends. I go, we'll meet some other time. Maybe
yeah, or
some...
if we get into like a physical altercation, maybe you guys can come help.
No, they're not that kind of rough.
Oh, okay. Well,
And then
worth a shot.
Okay.
And then I'm like, I'll see y'all later. Bye. And I walk over with you.
Okay, Flicker, before we get over there, I just I've compiled a few notes on how people perceive me and also people that are new to the world. And I think we can use it to our advantage. First, I want to establish a sense of trust.
Right?
With Dandy, and I really just want him to believe that we have no idea what the heck goes on, and he can really just tell us everything that we need to know, because I've learned that elves love doing that. The next thing is I just really want him to admit that he hates his brother, and I think that would be enough for us maybe to move forward.
All right, I fly over to Dandy. What's he doing right now?
He's having a drink. He just bought the tavern a round of drinks, in fact, and everyone is cheersing.
I fly over to him, and I go, "Oh, I think I feel like I know you."
Wow, you look new to this town. I don't believe we've met. My name is Dandy Renier. How can I be of service to you?
My name is Flicker, and you look
Flicker, like a little piece of light, which makes perfect sense because that's what I see in you.
At that point, I start to flicker.
Oh, is your butt glowing?
It is.
Man, I wish I could make my butt glow. Let me tell you, that would help me in a lot of situations.
Well, what you really just got to do is start wishing and believing, and maybe you can.
Well, I think that you sound exactly right. I wish and believe every day for this city. I think Rendon can be the best city in all of Pacifica, even greater than Prione.
Really?
Absolutely. With people like we have true artists and true spirits here in Rendon. People who don't give up. People who don't take no for an answer. There's a spirit in Rendon that you can't find anywhere else, and I'm so proud to represent those people.
Are you sure we don't know each other?
I think I would remember a 1 foot tall floating person.
What?
Not many fairies around this land, but since the portals
never
opened
been-
up, I have met a few.
You've never been to Wishland?
Wishland? I've never heard of it. What is that?
Well, it's where I'm from.
Are you telling me there's a Are you telling me you're from a continent called Wishland? And how did you get to this continent?
I don't really know. I think there's this is the first time I've ever been out. That's it. I met somebody there who looked like you.
Did you? You met someone who looked like me?
Yeah.
Well, what was his name?
Um, I think it was someone Ren Lock.
Well, you met my brother Ren.
Yeah, you. Oh, that explains. Is that common for people who are related to look the same?
Yeah, is that not common with fairies? You little people don't look like your parents. Hmm? Do you have parents or do you come from a wish?
I come from a wish. I'm the only one of me that I know. Except I did one time. I think I met a shadow version of me, but I don't know about. I'm the only one I know of.
Tell me, friend.
Yeah.
You come here with a group of four, about I think four people I never met before. Are you all from Priam?
Yeah.
You all work for my brother Ren?
I think.
Mm-hmm. So what does Ren want? Why are you here? You here to cause up trouble because I'm the mayor of this town now, and I'm not really interested in four people coming here to stir up trouble with my family. So if Ren wants something, tell him to come talk to me himself.
No, he's gone. He's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's gone. We don't know where he is. I legitimately thought you were him for a second.
Ren's been gone for years, ever since he stole.
What did he steal?
He stole a lot from this people here. He stole a lot from the people here. He stole their hope. He stole their peace. He stole their families. He stole a lot. He stole the spirit from this whole city for a year.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Yes. What'd you get?
Insight would be 24.
Is that an at 20?
No, it was 17 sorry, 23. 17 plus 6.
Yeah, he's putting on a show for you.
All right.
You can tell that he's had this he's done this before.
I look him up and down, and I go, what exactly did he take?
Ren convinced me to give him most of my savings to build this resting spot, he called it. And then he tricked a bunch of poor, and I mean poor, I mean he tricked the most vulnerable people in our society into giving him what little they had, and he took it all. And when it came down 2 days after people moved in, then he fled. He fled, and my father protected him. My father protected him. He said it was best to let him leave.
As
But I'll tell you this, if I ever see him again, I'm going to give him something about my mind.
You know, where I'm from, Wishland.
Wishland, land of wishes? That sounds like a dandy place to me.
Well, but you can't, in a place like that, you can't lie to yourself.
I hope you guys have a good stay in your city here in Rendon.
I didn't mean to upset you.
I don't think you should stay here too long. Ren is not accepted here, and we don't talk about him, and it's for the best for everyone's hearts and everyone's minds that you don't bring him up and start upsetting people about something they've finally forgotten. So I want you to leave my city, and we'll be on good terms if you comply with that, okay?
I understand, but we still need to find him. He's gone, and he's
He left you
he's
too,
missing.
you idiot. He tricked you too. All right? He tricked you too. You've been alive for a week. He walks away.
Can Cypress and I be coming down the stairs at this point?
Sure.
And just kind of catch the tail end of him speaking that way to my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Flick, Nara, what's going on?
He's lying.
What just happened?
Well, I didn't mean to tell him. I was just trying. I wasn't trying to be rude or anything, but he seems mighty upset when I said that he wasn't being honest with himself.
Well, Flick, you've got to be careful. You can't always go around saying every single thing that's true.
I know.
I look to Cypress and Anara. Help.
We are honest with each other, and not everyone wants to be honest with us. So when you are alive, the longer you are alive, you'll find out that you have to trust your friends and the people who care about you, and other new people don't care about you and have the capacity to lie and be bad. Which is why I am cynical and drink a lot and like sex.
Well, I like sex too.
Inara, are you okay?
Yeah.
He wasn't speaking that way to you, was he?
No, I was just watching from a different table.
What did you see anything about the way he moved, or anybody that was watching him while they were speaking?
No, not really.
Why are you acting weird?
I didn't see anything. It seemed like maybe he and his dad and Renlock had something, but it was just what I overheard.
You seem sad or dejected. Did something happen?
No, I think I'm just 9 p.m'd.
That's a phrase.
Yeah, I think I'm just 9 p.m'd.
Is it possible that these brothers actually aren't getting the right story about each other, and that it's someone else is trying to pull this family apart? Upstairs, we heard about a gang in town. Well, not a gang,
the Carvers. They are a gang.
Well, a mob
Yeah.
of people that are basically like a very dangerous family that are the crime lords of this town.
Oh, before we continue, what is Dandy doing
At the moment?
Yeah.
After he left you, he went over and immediately started smiling to some other people in the tavern and being friendly to them.
Now, I don't have a lot of ideas, and I want to sort of like put us into a little corner somewhere. You know, I'm new to this, but maybe we should watch to see where he goes.
I think that's a great idea.
Maybe we can follow him once this is.
Well, we've got what oh God, what Hyatt told us was that there is one survivor from the incident from all those years ago that we can talk to, and that if we can find a way to get in touch with this crime family, that if he's in this town, the Reniers may not know about it, but if he is in this town, the Carvers definitely will.
Let's go to them then.
All right.
You guys head out. It's nighttime at this point. The sun is set, but early enough that we still have an evening ahead of us. You guys head towards the center of town, and as you are on your way there, go ahead and give me a perception check, everyone.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
16.
That is a 6.
Ooh, I did good.
I didn't.
23.
Wow. And Emerson?
Twelve.
12?
I said 12 like 15 times.
No, I never heard any of
Didn't hear
that.
it. It looked like you were just staring at the microphone.
I was
No, I
staring
said
at
it,
you.
but I guess it just didn't get picked up.
Okay,
12.
12. Okay, none of you except for Cypress notice when shadowy figures take out weapons and start to attack your group, which is where we will end the episode.
No!
And we will see everyone back in the studio.
In the
next week.
actual studio.
But hey, I think we did great tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I had multiple like, like I had battles ready to go. I had things ready to happen, but we role played so much and so effectively that I just thought this went great.
I loved.
I love the
That was
roleplay.
fun.
Also, we switch if everyone's healthy next week, we swap Emerson and B.
Yeah.
Emerson's gone next week.
I got
Mhm.
a rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
I
I was
know,
gonna say
I'm
it's really
sorry.
good for the group that they'll have everyone here for the
Sure.
fights coming up because they're not easy. But we're gonna be missing Flicker next
Figure
week,
it
so good luck to the 4 of you. At least we'll have our Maya back.
And we'll try and play this commercial now, but we might just have to.
Oh yeah, let's try to play the commercial.
We're gonna try to-
I think Graham figured it out, so I think we're good to go.
Okay, Graham, if you figured out how to do that commercial, then you take us away.
Everybody mute your Zooms. Everyone mute your Zooms.
Everyone mute their Zooms. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you,
Got it.
everybody. See you next week. Enjoy the
Thank you all.
commercial.
See you next week.
Nice. See
Bye.
y'all now.
Bye.
Hail, traveler! Sick of being unprepared for whatever fate throws your way?
Are you tired of being uncertain and out of wish, counterspell, portent, chronal shift, inspiration, advantage, bless, locate object, find the path, or any other means of changing your fate against the will of a supreme overlord certain to rob you of joy and or death saves?
Maybe you're simply out of spell slots to conjure unseen servant to pretend to be your companion again.
Well, it's finally your lucky day, you clumsy NPC. Your storyline finally matters. Forget about that ragtag band of heroes that destroys your town and vanishes, leaving you to clean the mess. Yet again.
Today, the fine fellows at Beepledoop and Hammerhorn bring you the latest in fate predictive magicology. By utilizing a blend of potent potions and a sack of huge black balls, they've created the next big thing in today's Feywild.
The Magic Fate Ball, the world's best way to change the magnitude of your disaster just a little bit.
A sorcerer's curse flooded your entire tavern? With Fate Ball, you knew to bring your rain boots. Now that's what I call getting pretty wet.
A horrible hag stole one of your eyes? With Fate Ball, you knew to have your eye patch bedazzled a day early. Now that's what I call maimed in style.
With Magic Fate Ball, as long as you ask the right questions, you might find yourself slightly more prepared sometimes.
Here's a word from our happy customer.
An evil warlock was going to burn my house to the ground for an imagined insult. I would have lost everything on the whims of a madman. But because of my magic fate ball, I burned it all down first. Take that, arsonist. Thanks, fate ball.
What are you waiting for? Take fate into your own hands and shake these balls for a small chance at being able to predict your next disaster.
With Beepledoop and Hammerhorn's balls in hand, you too can change your own fate
just a little bit.
The consumer understands that using a magic fate ball to make decisions is a form of entertainment and should not be relied upon for important or life-changing choices. Therefore, aforementioned consumer hereby releases and discharges any and all claims, liabilities, and responsibilities that may arise from the use of magic fate ball to make life-altering decisions. You understand that the use of magic fate ball is entirely at your own risk and assume full responsibility for any consequences, releasing Beetle Loop and Hammerhorn in perpetuity.
Magic Fate Ball.
Change your fate. Just a little bit.
So stupid.
Yay!
So stupid.
Okay,
That was great.
Great episode again.
Oh, I think we can hear.
They can hear us. Good night. Enjoy our closing song. We love you all. Good night.
Everybody, don't forget Sunday, 12 to 3.
What's Sunday 12 to 3?
Sunday 12 to 3 at Graham's house. And then Michelle, I asked if you can.
You're being heard on stream, just so you know. We have
coming for the glory, love to hate us cause it's scary, but these rejects could be legendary. Come and have a taste, a tiny bite could poison your fate. You should know the brave, they don't fear the grave. We are the natural ones. The holy hypocrites are on their black thrones, were righteous renegades who come for their crown. We risk a all for our souls, and we raise a drink to soothe the sting that death brings. We're your favorite misfits, and we're coming for the glory. Love to hate us cause it's scary, that these rejects could be legendary. Come and have a taste, a tiny bite could poison your fate. You should know the brave, they don't fear the grave. We are the natural ones. We are the natural ones. The freaks are coming for you. We've come to play. Be careful what you wish for in the devil's game. The freaks are coming for you. We've come to play. Be careful what you wish for in the devil's game.